Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for episode 80 of the MeepleCore Podcast, a bi-weekly podcast about board games, video games, music, and nerd culture. I'm your host, Tim Jennette, the Metal Meeple, and I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Matt RoBear,
Eric Ledford,
George Breden.
And in this episode, we are doing things slightly different, and we're talking about Gencon 2019, the stuff we did, the people we seen, the games we played, and some other things. Shortest intro ever, other than a bonus episode. What is up, everyone?
No much more?
And much more.
That's what I was waiting for. Okay.
That's why I said, and some other things.
Okay.
Now, maybe I should redo it. Should I redo it? Nah.
No, leave it. Leave this in.
Yeah. It'd be great. I thought something was burning, and I realized it's this new shirt.
That's weird.
You know, like that. It's just that weird, factory smell. Yeah, I was like, whoa, do we need to pause this or what's going on? So
maybe there's some weird chemical on your shirt that's burning your skin.
For sure. Maybe.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, anyway, I don't have any cool questions to prompt. I totally just forgot about writing one down. Matt, give us one.
Yeah, Matt, on the spot.
I'm the worst on the spot person. Really?
No fun question?
No.
Oh, Eric, you got one?
Oh, no.
George.
Oh, I had one last time.
Yeah, you did. You saved us. You saved us.
No, I got to do it again. Shoot.
Well, hurry up.
I don't.
Come on, George.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So anyway, last time you listened to this episode, we talked about all the cool stuff coming out at Gencon. Now we went to Gencon, played all kinds of cool things. And most of this episode is going to be talking about that. So we're not going to do the normal games that we played segment where we talk about 3 different games and then move on to some topics. Cause we have a massive list of games here, that we're going to talk about that we played or did stuff with at Gencon. So, we'll get into those. Anyway,
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Unlimited money, the best costume ever. You get to cosplay at Gencon. One thing. What are you going to go as?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Unlimited money.
So basically, an unlimited skill, does that count too?
Yeah, you don't have to build it yourself. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just buy it.
You got an unlimited budget to pay somebody else to do it, I guess.
It's the best costume you can imagine, but it's what character is it going to be?
Matt, you got one? I'd go as Diablo. That would look pretty epic, especially if it was like 10 feet tall and I was on stilts in the costume and I can actually have a real flaming weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome. I'd probably get kicked out, but
That's a good choice.
I've kind of seen this before, but maybe like a Iron Man, but be real metal.
Have a real Iron Man costume.
That'd be dope.
That as you walk by, things get powered, like it charges people's phones.
There you go.
Or maybe that would be an awesome costume. Your costume is just a ton of USB ports and you just go and stand in the middle of the crowd.
That would suck.
That'd be the stupidest thing ever.
That's great.
Matt, what are you thinking of?
Yeah, I don't know.
George, what would you do?
I would go as that cat bus, from Totoro, where like as an actual bus,
Cat
people
bus?
it's a cat, but it's a bus.
So you want people to ride you?
You could drive like a big group, and just go like out to restaurant.
What's
or
Totoro?
Have a party or whatever. It's an anime.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like an anime?
It's
I was a joke. He's like, it's an anime. Matt,
I don't even know.
you don't know? A furry. Matt would be a furry.
No,
Yeah, you would.
furry.
Talk about it all the time.
What about an epic Borderlands costume? What? Final Fantasy. Just pick a Final Fantasy character. That would be awesome.
Well, that's the thing. If you do a character, it would have to be like where you said like Diablo, full
that's
mask
true.
and everything. Because otherwise, you gotta like body type and face. Kind of usually is the smart way to go.
Well,
And
that
age.
that and I think like if you did something from Final Fantasy, most of them wouldn't cost a lot of money to make. It just it's more about craftsmanship than actual.
Maybe I would get like how they. This would actually be kind of funny. Where people, you've probably seen where like it's a T-Rex or something, but their legs are the legs. I could get a Chocobo one and make it look like I'm riding a Chocobo around, but it would be
like a Final Fantasy Tactics
It would
costume?
be the Final Fantasy Tactics version where they got like the battle armor and stuff.
Oh, you'd be like Bothier or
Yeah.
Ramza.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
I'd go that route with it.
Would you be all pixelated?
No, they had a really nice cutscene in that one.
Yeah.
The opening of the game was a nice cutscene.
Okay.
That was epic. There's a bunch of chocobos and armor running.
Oh, that was a pretty cool cutscene.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So I would go that route.
All right, well, cool. Eric, did you say one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Iron Man.
Oh, the Iron Man. Yeah, that's why we talked about the USB chargers. All right, Matt, what's been up to since, other than Gen Con at, Between the Podcast?
Watched a couple movies. I finally watched, and they're really old, Cloverfield. Never seen it before. I actually enjoyed it. A lot of people complain about shaky camera stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Have any of y'all seen it?
Yeah, the shaky camera bothers me.
The shaky camera bothers you? Okay.
Like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, because it's all
thing.
done on a handheld.
Yeah.
I liked that one because that was the whole gimmick.
Right.
So I could take it, but then it's been done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a big monster. I don't know. I don't think that's a spoiler. But there's other things. There's other things that happen. And then I the next day I watched 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is loosely tied in, I think.
Is it supposed to be like a sequel or a prequel? Or is it just another thing set in the world?
It's kind of more just in the universe. I don't know if it's like a sequel or anything.
Gotcha.
It's kind of suspensey though. But it was neat. It was I recommend that. I was going to watch the third installment of it, which was the Cloverfield Paradox, I think was what it was called. But what I was reading, it's not like tied in at all. I think they're in space, like outside of Earth and everything. Like,
so they went like Freddy, or Jason X. What?
It just goes in left field though. It's
Jason in space.
Jason in space. That was 10. Yeah.
X for 10.
Yeah. That was that one. I finished Walking Dead comics. I read and
Wow, that was fast.
Monday and Tuesday, I think I went through like 40 comics.
All right, so spoiler alert. Are we doing any spoiler alerts?
Well, everyone knows it ends. I don't know
Right.
what.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, sure.
Spoiler alert, just in case. But do you two specifically, because you're right here.
I will say,
Do you care to know the ending to the comics?
I don't care.
No,
All right,
you
cool.
aren't reading them, right?
No.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so if you're listening to this and you're a fan of the comic series and you haven't finished it, then I'm sorry, but
Why not?
fast forward, fast forward at least 1 or 2 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. I don't know any way to mark this on a podcast. So just spoiler alerts in 1, 2, 3, go. It sucked.
Give it to
No, I
us.
was kidding. I don't know.
What, me?
yeah.
They all die.
I already know it.
I was going to say, I thought you looked it up.
I looked it up and read through
I
it.
wish I would not have known it was the last comic because
It would be more impactful.
yes, because if I would have flipped to that last page, it literally said the end.
Oh, really?
And you would have like, blood! They rip the thing apart, like smash the toilet,
Which I would think
set a couch on fire.
I would think you might have kind of got a clue because this was one of the first. The comic was really thick. It actually had a spine on it. It was like a graphic novel.
Oh, wow.
It
Just the one issue?
Just that one issue. So I think you would have picked it up and been like, "There's something different going on."
Right.
here.
Like how many
This is a
issues
special
worth?
edition.
It's probably like 2 comics put together.
Oh, okay.
It's just a long comic, but it was too much for them, I guess, to do the staple deal with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found out that the focus is not about Rick. It's all about Carl. That is what the whole series is about. And it's like, it kind of makes sense, because everything Rick does is to ensure safety for Carl.
Mm-hmm.
His fate is different in the comic books.
Yes.
Yes. Or in the movies versus,
Yeah.
comic book.
Yeah, in between the two.
Yeah,
yes.
he grows to be old, and that's what the book is essentially. It is a fast forward like 10, 20 years down the road, and you kind of see what's going on with it. And I will say after I read it, and that happens, it ends with Carl is reading a book of the immortalization of Rick, because Rick is killed at some point. It's like, I don't know. It was good.
He's killed like a really, in one way, lame way, but
It
in
was
the other
kinda
way,
lame.
but in the other way, it's kind of like, it's almost fascinating because it's so basic.
Well, everybody probably dies, basically. You got surprised
everyone
by a
just
zombie?
talked. Basically, he's like trying to be like the mayor of the town or something, right?
Well, they run into another group that has what's called the Commonwealth, and they say that it's a collection of other groups, towns, or whatever. But she estimated they had about 50,000 people in their group.
That's a big group.
The military wanted to essentially have a coup and overthrow her because they had a caste system, essentially. Like, whatever you did previously, That's what you did now, and that's how you got treated. So if you're a lawyer or something before, you lived the high life just because you used to be a lawyer. If you're a waitress or something, guess what? You're stuck being a waitress now. You
can make up anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
not like you're going to carry your ID around in the post-apocalyptic world.
And so the military essentially was getting sick of constantly protecting them and getting treated like garbage, because she had a son that was just a complete brat, ran around, did whatever he did. He would slap one of the commanders at one point. So Rick tried to stop this from happening. And when she was finally kind of taking out of office, he was obviously the first choice. Her son did not like this idea and just shot him one day while he was in bed.
Gotcha.
Because it was going to ruin his lifestyle that he had grown up accustomed to.
Because that wouldn't ruin it either.
Yeah, exactly. So then they actually put him in jail, and that's where he got to spend his life. So good job.
Yeah.
Good thinking that one out.
That's the funny part about it, is it comes all the way back. This is what I thought. Like, this isn't what I read. This is what I kind of thought. It comes back to the criminals doing the same garbage stuff that they did in the old world and doing just normal crime and not thinking anything about it.
Right.
You know, it's like people are just going to always be people. And I think that's an important part of the comic series. And what I try to focus on is in the post-apocalyptic world, because it wasn't about zombies. It's how people are still trash and treat other people like trash the whole time.
Yeah.
So they got that point across.
Probably at the end of it, though, he has a 4-page manifesto where he talks about, like, you know, I'm sorry, it was time to end it. He had said forever he wanted to get to 300 issues. But AMC, please listen to this. He didn't see a way to stretch the story out long enough to get to that point.
Yeah, I think that he saw that from AMC and was like, let me stop while I'm ahead.
Yes.
This is not the other way around.
Well, what essentially what he was saying was he had an overall outline of what he wanted to do, and it snuck up on him at the point he was at. And so he was like, oh man, I'm already to this spot. I know this is about to happen. I could throw some filler in here, but he chose right, and he just decided to go ahead and kill it off. So kudos to him for not trying to make a bunch of more money on it just because he can.
Yeah.
And ruin the story. And it turned out pretty nice. It wasn't exactly, I guess, what I wanted, but you know, whatever.
I think it's kind of neat that they talk about how the walkers are basically nothing now. You almost don't even see them except for in carnivals.
Right. Yeah. The guy, it's actually, Maggie's son pulls them around in a carnival wagon to show them off, to show everybody what they were. So. Yeah, it's and it was funny because it was also said in that little manifesto that he was going to end it like when
but does that make any sense, actually?
What's that?
I don't know how they did it in the comic, but isn't like everyone infected? So technically, if you die in the future, wouldn't you become one?
Yes, but if you die, you know to like kill the brain when they do.
Oh, so people are just so accustomed to taking them out.
That's a new way to live and die.
I guess if you do die out and about, I guess you would turn into one, but I don't know, because they definitely didn't talk about a vaccine or anything to stop that from happening.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, eventually something could happen, but you know, whatever.
Well, cool.
It's, I guess, more understood. And then the last thing, real quick, just the house. We bought a house.
He bought a house while at Gencon.
Yeah, while at Gencon. Funny story. I never even saw the house, and we had an offer in on it. My wife, while we were at Gencon, found a house that we liked.
She liked.
She liked it. I saw plenty of pictures of it.
Yeah.
And then, actually then the next day, that Saturday, my dad, her and our realtor all went over there, checked it out again. My dad is super old school. He had really nothing bad to say about it. So I felt pretty decent about it. I finally got to see it this past Tuesday during inspection. I was happy with it. The upstairs, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of walking around. I was like, it's a house. Okay. I'm not like wowed.
It's just like plain.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a house. All right. But when I got in the basement, like I literally kind of like got teary eyed. I was like, this is all mine. Everything I can see in the basement is mine.
He turned into Simba.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, my kingdom.
Everything the light touches.
Yes. Yeah, it was pretty ballin'. So yeah, it's a lot more living space for us now. It's about 3 times bigger than what we're in now. So
congratulations.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
So that'll be another story, I'm sure, for another time.
Cool. Eric, what about you?
Well,
He's on Gencon.
We have Gencon, not trade. All right, that's it. I also went to San Francisco and Sacramento. Not a lot to do in Sacramento if you ever go visit, but there's all kinds of stuff to do in San Francisco.
Sorry to Sacramento.
I'm trying to
listeners.
think. My dad went to Sacramento one time. There's a distillery. Is there like a big beer company or anything there?
Not that I know. Their number one thing is like a railroad museum.
Okay. He went there one time for work, and when he worked with a local place that does a lot of distillery work, I assumed he was doing something like that. But maybe not.
Yep, not that we've seen.
It could have we're talking 30 years ago. It might not even be there anymore.
Probably not.
Railroad Museum sounds cool.
It was their number one thing. We didn't partake, but maybe next time.
Yeah.
You didn't do one thing they're known for.
Right. Their number one thing.
Yeah.
But we did go to actually their state fair. So we experienced a silent disco. It's where you
Those are. I heard about this on the boat. This is supposed to be hilarious.
it's actually pretty nice.
Is this where everybody has their own headphones?
Right.
I've seen Sean Sierra did this.
Yeah, somewhere in Louisville. So how this one worked, I'm not sure if all of them worked the same. The one we were at had your headphones, you can change the channel, and there was 3 DJs. And there was like a blue DJ, a green DJ, and a red DJ. They all had their own music playing. So on the fly, you can just change the channel and listen to, a different type of music or at least a different song.
But there's only 3 choices.
Yes, right.
But did you do what's supposed to be fun with it?
What's that?
You're supposed to take your headset off and hear everybody singing different stuff.
Oh, yeah. So that's the nicest thing. So whenever you're done, you want to talk or something, you can take your headset off. And it's not totally silent, but it is not a club loud where you couldn't talk to one another. So interesting. You should try it out.
It sounds so dumb. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good way to have like a show. We should do this with the actual band. Like have the band in a soundproof room and they're playing live on stage that you can just listen to them in the headphones.
Right.
Multiple bands.
Yeah.
Like a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like it if you had lots and lots of choices instead of just 3.
Yeah.
That way-
But it was
Then you can take your headset off and see people
DJs.
pitting, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everyone could be dancing and like nobody's wrong because you have no idea what they're listening to.
right. You could actually everybody you can see the color of everybody's headset, so you'd be like, oh, they're doing some groovy moves.
Yeah.
What are they listening to? So you could change it on the red channel if you want.
Oh, they're doing the get up.
Yeah.
You
That's
switch it over.
cool.
So that
That's
was
cool.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We seen some motocross, which they do some weird stuff.
What?
Like
Motocross
bikes.
bikes,
Yeah.
they do all kinds of flippies.
Yeah.
And
Flippies. They do flippies. This is how we're going to describe
Throw the
things.
bike out in
Yes.
front of them and grab it. And
right.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
See all that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool. It's almost like the X Games.
They
or
defy
something.
death.
Right.
Is what
They
they
do.
do.
We watched the Hypnotist show. I'm not sure if you guys
Fake. Move on.
Right.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
Me too. I'm with
Yeah.
you on that.
Initially, you bring up people and they're like, all right, go to sleep. If you don't go to sleep, maybe you don't have what it takes to.
Yeah, maybe you don't have.
You don't
Maybe
take
you're
instructions well.
It's like
they
there's this thing on Facebook where this guy back in like the 70s was on a game show and he was trying to use like his telekinesis to move a page of a phone book.
I see that.
Yeah, this is exactly what I feel.
Right.
It's like, well, maybe the book. I just got to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's too much static in the air. Right.
Oh, that is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he put the plastic chips around it or whatever,
Yeah.
he's like, this is causing a static electricity field or fake.
Skepticism. Yeah.
So I did what we can do here already. I went to the horse. Well, it was at the state fair, but bet on some horses. Went to the horse track. We also went to the beaches over there, but the beaches in I guess central and northern California are actually really cold, and it's like 50 or 60 degrees all the time, or a lot of the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
We didn't actually go.
Was it too cold? You
Like
think?
you don't go in the beach. You go you go to the beach to see
I
scenery
would
and all that.
absolutely go in the beach.
Yeah. Well, the kids kind of
Even in the summer, like people were in the water.
We've been during the summer, and I think it's still pretty cool.
Isn't it the
Some
summer?
people go. Oh, it is.
I was going to say,
Whoa. Yeah.
What is
you're
happening?
right. You have been in the summer. Just there.
Yes,
No, it was-
I agree with you.
It was freezing. You don't want to go in there. At least that far up in California.
No, it's completely fine.
Yeah. It was cold. But
No.
scenic wise, pretty awesome. And also picked up a Nintendo Switch, which I haven't played on it a lot, but did play the Tetris 99.
Yeah.
That is actually harder than you think.
How did you do?
I think the best I've done is like 54, something like that.
13.
13.
Yeah.
I
almost got into the top 10. I've only played it 20 something times.
I think it's kind
give
of
me time.
also random because sometimes a lot of people hit you with all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that's actually kind of neat though.
And sometimes you don't get hit by anything.
See, there's two big things you got to remember. One is the stick that allows you to change the attack, like who you're attacking.
Right.
So it's awesome to switch to attackers and just be like, bam, 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 Tetris, 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 because then they all get irritated and move off of you. And then no one's attacking you for a while. But then you can go and find them specifically and take them out.
While you're playing.
Yeah.
That's a hard part.
I mean, it is a lot to focus on, yes. But the other thing is, which I talked about on the podcast at one point, you can lock a piece. Did you know that?
No.
I know, mind blown.
What do you mean lock a piece?
Right. So as you're playing, I think it's L. You can click L to lock the piece, and it saves it in a like off to the side. And then at any point, you can switch it with that piece. You can only switch once. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So you could build your Tetris and be like, I've got my 4 long.
Right.
Yeah. So you just save that and then try to build up to at least 2 Tetrises. And then if you start getting attacked because people see that and they switch to you, then you just switch your attack mode to attackers and then you hit both Tetrises and they leave you alone because it really messes them up.
Does it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there's a little bit of a mind game on getting people to attack you specifically and then owning them.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll have to play around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, been watching a little bit more Stranger Things. We haven't finished the first season, but we're getting to the end of the first season.
Are you liking it better?
Definitely liked it better than the first time around, which the first time around we only gave it like 2 shows in.
Right.
So I think really at the 3rd show, it started to open up a bit.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know if I would put it in my top 5 just yet, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
George, what's up?
Hey, I got a new computer, which my old computer
Tabletop?
died on me. So yeah, now I'm back on tabletop,
Yay.
which is great. And this one has like ray tracing and really good graphics and everything. And it came with a couple games like that I could load onto it immediately. And so one of them is called Wolfenstein Youngblood. Mm-hmm. And the graphics are amazing. The story is really weird. I'm not really into it as far as the story goes, but playing the game, I'm so bad at shooters right now because I haven't played in so long.
I think that's a Bethesda game, right?
It's Bethesda, yeah. And it's just ridiculous because I have these stupid little like pistols and machine guns and things, but I'm going up, everything I'm fighting is like this big robot thing. So I have to shoot it 30 times before it goes down. And it shoots me a couple times, I'm dead. So yeah, but it's a co-op. So whoever else I happen to be paired up with is suffering because I'm so bad, but it's pretty fun. And, so I'm enjoying that. And also importantly, I can now use the computer for work, which was a big deal.
Right.
So let's see. Other than that, not a whole lot. Still watching, Peaky Blinders.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a shirt on.
Got my shirt. Got my Peaky Blinders shirt. Cat got me that. And, loving that show. We're on the 4th season now, I think, and there's only 5 seasons. Or
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if the 5th season has come out
Finished or out.
yet. Yeah, so at some point I'm gonna run out. That's
Yeah.
gonna be sad. But right now we're loving it.
Sweet. I haven't done much other than I worked on the basement. Now that I've got back from Gencon, the floor has got stuff all over it again. But otherwise, I think most of it's,
It's
set
starting
up.
to get there.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. And then I started installing Bloodborne like 2 nights before Gencon. I haven't played it.
Oh.
But other than that, I worked on the math trade stuff.
Yeah. That
For-
takes a
it-
lot of time.
It took multiple days.
And looking at the flea market.
Yeah. We'll come back to all that stuff when we actually get to, I didn't talk about the flea market. Let me put that on here. So when we get there, flea market. Anyway, let's do some news and then we'll talk about Gen Con. The first thing of news is Rune Stones by Queen Games is on Kickstarter as of yesterday, which is the 7th. We're recording this on Thursday, the 8th. So it's up on Kickstarter right now. I had a chance to play this. If you're interested in what I had to say, a lot longer, or, later in the show, we're going to talk about it. So stay tuned on that. We won't talk too much about it right here. But it is on Kickstarter. So if you do find it interesting, just, do a search on Kickstarter, check it out. The second thing is, making its splash on the internet, and that's the Board Game Geek rebranding. We saw this, firsthand at Gen Con, but, people are, not excited about the logo choice. They basically say that the dude who did the London Olympics logo stepped in and wanted to design
I like it.
the Board Game Geek logo.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's the game flame.
The game
The
flame.
game flame.
Yeah.
Matt, what'd you think of it?
think
I'm
it's a-
indifferent. I don't know why they did it, but whatever.
I think it's a lot more edgy or whatever. So it's a lot better than their past logo for myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of Ernie, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it was. I mean, I knew Ernie, but then somebody said it's the blonde dude. And I was like, blonde dude. And then I looked, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it is. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They also have a redesign for their whole website.
Right.
They do. What do you think about that?
I don't think a whole lot of it. They just switched a couple things around. Your name is
Right.
on the other side now. And that's about
true,
it.
yeah.
Take just a little bit to get used to again, but I like it overall.
I don't know. I think it's,
I think they're updating the look of the website, which, in the long run is a good thing. I think people don't like change for one, and people don't like to, they're already used to one thing.
yeah.
A lot of people
Right.
are using this website every day.
Yeah.
So-
So why change it? You get used to it.
Yeah. So once you make any kind of change, you're going to get some backlash, but I think you have to move on from the backlash, and in the long run, it's going to be better for the website, to come to age almost,
Well, is there a reason behind the changes that increases the functionality? Like I haven't read a whole lot about
I'm not
it,
sure if
obviously.
it's functional uses. I think it's just appearance. It just looks better. I'm sure there is probably some functional uses that are added to it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I think it's smart because it's generating a lot of PR. I don't think it portrays anything about Board Game Geek. They should have did something with BGG, which would have been smarter.
Oh, I see what you mean. The actual letters.
Right. I mean, that's fine. You want to put this little flame or whatever, put the letters next to it or put the letters underneath of it or do something to where if they
You're
market it and
incorporating
they use,
BGG?
yeah, like if you use just that symbol, cool. I mean, I guess maybe they're trying to be like Google or something or Chrome. Like you see the Chrome logo, it's Chrome.
Right.
Maybe eventually you'll get to the point where you
Right.
see this.
Flaming Ernie's head.
Yeah.
And as BGG. Which they did say it was a first time in, 30 years or something that they changed their logo.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I just think, I don't know. I would have liked it better if it had BGG somewhere because people don't, I don't know. I just think if people are already talking about you and they say BGG, adding that as your logo seems like a very smart move.
I'm with you on that. Like, just for what you said, just to see the logo, you don't know what it is necessarily. But if it had BGG there, it would be clear.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess other things have the logo where you don't know what the company is, but they're
Right.
not Google. I mean, they're not Windows.
I mean, they are Windows and Google in the board game community, I think.
True, but what I'm saying is it's not like the Pepsi logo. The thing is, they're not going to be sponsoring other things than like conventions.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're trying to reach outside of just the board game people, there's nothing that draws you in and be like, what's that?
Which I don't think they want to reach outside the board game people.
You don't think so?
No, they have other sites. I suppose, RPG, Board Game Geek or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stuff like
that's
that,
true.
but-
Are they using the same symbol for role-playing geek or whatever?
I'm not sure.
I don't even know if those are still like they're up. People use them, but I don't know how much they're going into.
It's probably not as much as board games, and I bet the RPG side is also decently big.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it probably is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something else too, but I can't remember what it was.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I wouldn't have went that route, but I mean,
Oh, video game geek.
yeah. Well, let's move on to the next thing. New Keyforge set. Everybody excited? I am. It's just
All
like-
right.
Not really.
oh, well,
Indifferent.
it's cool
Yeah.
stuff. They had some of it being showed off at Gen Con. They announced it at Gen Con, I believe on Wednesday, at least to the press. But basically each set has 7 factions. They are phasing out 2 of them for this set specifically. They'll come back later.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, they just got rid of 2 factions. What if that was your favorite faction?
Yeah. So they're getting rid of the 2 that won't be in this set called Worlds Collide is Mars and Sanctum, and they brought in the Saurian Republic and Grand Star Alliance, which I don't know if they're very specific, but it probably could just fill those gaps anyway and just be some kind of storyline element or whatever. But I mean, Sanctum is kind of like a support faction, so maybe like the Grand Star Alliance would be a support faction, and then Saurian is. Mars has all these weird control type of things like blue magic. Saurian could do the same thing. You know, like, I don't know if they're going to bring in 2 factions and have them do incredibly different things.
I think that would be the better choice than just replace a
they'll have a
faction.
little bit, but I don't know how much different they'll be.
Are they dinosaurs?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dinosaurs.
Okay.
So there's 2 different things that they're adding into it, which is kind of cool. Ward is an ability. It gives a token. So the new sets will have this token in it, and it basically gives them an extra life. So when if a creature dies and it has a ward token, it basically just loses the ward token, which sounds pretty cool. Can be, I don't know. I hope they balance that one out. And the other one is Enrage, which allows creatures, it forces creatures to only be able to fight, which I think is a really cool mechanism because in the game, it's almost Keyforge. I've been playing it a whole lot, and it's mostly a race in comparison to other card games. Right. It's just like you put characters down, but you don't even really want to attack. You just want, I've got board control with the most creatures, so I'm just going to reap.
Right.
So I just reap with everything. Bam. And so if you had a way to force them, like you don't want to put a bunch of destroy effects in the game, but being able to force them to only fight also kind of hinders them and doesn't allow them to reap. So they're still there. They're a threat you have to deal with. You can get rid of those tokens. I don't know if it goes away after you fight or whatever, but my point is, at least it'll slow the game down to a degree where not every turn people are putting guys down just reaping. So maybe that's a meta thing. I don't know if that actually happens in tournaments, but it seems like it based on a lot of videos I've been watching and stuff, what people do in tournaments and stuff.
Did you see tournaments of Keyforge at Gencon? I
mean, I didn't go witness them, but they had tons of events. Yeah.
I wonder if it's as large as Magic or anything like that.
No.
It's not that big, but it's pretty big.
No way.
It's getting big.
Yeah, it's getting big, yes. But Magic has like 50K tournaments. Like, winner gets $50,000. Like, this isn't doing that. No.
Wow.
They have a premium box, which is kind of neat. It has a collector's box that you put all your cards in. It has a token box. It has 5 deck boxes, which I actually bought one of the deck boxes. I showed you. I don't know if I showed you, Matt.
Oh, is that the deck box that's in the premium edition?
No. So the premium comes with, I bought one of these too. It's a deck box in the standard PVC style deck box. But the cool thing is it comes with a sticker sheet. So when you look at the side of the deck box, you can put stickers on it that represents the 3 factions that the deck is and like a small place to write or whatever. That's the ones that come in this one. You can also buy ones that have the stickers on the front, but the one I bought, which I don't know where it's at.
Has a little cutout.
Yeah, mine's actually a microfiber, like leatherish case, and it's cut out. So like when you put your checklist card in the front, it actually shows the name cut out. It shows the 3 factions that it's made up of cut out. It's really nice. It's magnetic clasps. And I bought sleeves for mine, the Keyforge sleeves, and it has enough room to kind of put a little pack of tokens on top of it. So it's super, super nice. It's $15, but you put your best deck in there and show up like a boss. Intimidation factor. It's like playing a miniatures game where you put out your whole army and it's painted. You're like, whoa, this guy's serious. I'm just showing up with pewter of death, pewter army of death. Anyway, so the premium box sounds pretty cool. And lastly, we have the Yedo Deluxe Master Set coming to Kickstarter September 9th, 2019. Eric, does that look pretty cool to you?
It does. I kind of looked it up, and there's not a lot of information out just yet.
It's like that picture.
Right. It's that picture and what you could gather from that picture. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in at least giving it a look. So Yedo is a really good game.
It does look like they are adding one thing. Did you play Yedo?
Yes, I love Yedo.
Matt, did you play Yedo?
I don't think I did.
It's like Waterdeep, sort of like a worker placement game where you have these quests that you have to complete.
No, I do not believe I played this.
He says no, it's a worker placement.
It's a better Waterdeep. Yeah.
So anyway, but one thing that I did see that they are adding, which you might have seen in some of the other pictures, they have meeples for each of your characters, but each of your characters actually have special powers now.
Yeah, I like that.
Like the ninja, there's a ninja. He can't be
get
caught by the guard.
The whole game?
I don't know. I guess
pretty
so, yeah.
powerful.
So wait, does
Well, but everyone has one.
everyone has one? Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has one of each.
Okay.
From my understanding. Obviously, we don't have a lot of information, but like each player, I think you get 4 workers, right? I believe. Maybe. I don't know. But there's 4, like it showed 4 different Meeple workers. They've got stickers on them. They look pretty boss.
Okay, that does sound cool, having a special ability.
Yeah. And, I mean, just the artwork upgrade and
I'm concerned about the artwork upgrade. Sometimes they say it's an upgrade, and then you look at the art and you think, oh, no.
I think it looks sweet. It like keeps the same style of everything, but it's like kind of updated. I don't think the board actually got a makeover.
That's good, because it's a great board.
I mean, I think most of the cards and stuff do. Plus, there's like a new deck of quests that don't have any kind of negative problems with them, like negative impact.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, I guess like there's probably not a great payoff with them either. I don't know.
I'm intrigued. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Great game.
All right, well, before we move on to our topic about Gencon, let's talk about Humble Bundle. If you want to support the show, visit MeepleCore.com. Click on our orange link in the middle that says Humble Bundle partner link, and that will take you to Humble Bundle. If you're not familiar, basically, you can buy... you donate to charity, but you receive digital copies of video games and or books and or technical manuals, comic books. If you're interested in My Little Pony, there's a whole My Little Pony graphic novel thing, Matt. That's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Little Pony.
I'm a brony.
Brony. That's what you should have spent your money on the costume.
Yeah, brony.
So you get tons of things on there. Once you actually make a purchase, we get a kickback from it. Doesn't cost you anything extra. You can also choose the sliders at the bottom to put more money to charity towards Humble Bundle, the developers, or us, etc. And we're still thinking about creating a Patreon, which I probably will do. So if you're interested in that, just hit us up at meeplecore@gmail.com and say, I can't wait for your Patreon or something to kind of give me a little bit more motivation to do it. And what you might like as a backer reward, you know, would you like any kind of like videos that we would film separately or whatever? Just any kind of things that you would look forward to seeing us do.
Please ask for After Dark episodes.
Oh yeah, MeepleCore After Dark, uncensored. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Gencon. So we had the pleasure of going to Gencon 2019, which actually for most of us is obviously not our first Gen Con. You've been before, George, right?
I've been many, many times. I did not go last year or this year, sadly.
Very sad. Everyone's pretty much. I've been since 2003. Like every year it's been in Indy, and Matt started coming like what? A couple years after that?
Yeah.
Whenever WoW TCG?
Yeah, whenever the WoW minis actually.
Oh yeah, WoW Minis was
WoW
like
Minis.
2008.
I could not tell you. It's a long time ago.
And Eric, it's
I don't know, at least 2014.
You know, we talk about this
I
every
think?
time, and I can't ever.
yeah. I was gonna say it seems like Eric's only been like 3 or 4 times, and then when we think about it, it's been 5 or 6 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going and going. Then we're gonna be 80 years old, and it's gonna be amazing. So before we begin, I have one of my 2 Gen Con shirts on. If you're watching the video of this, Kingdom Death Monster. It's not as demonic or anything. It's the dung beetle.
Oh, it's not demonic enough.
Yeah, I know. There's not enough genitalia going on or anything. But anyway, I bought that, and I bought a Gen Con shirt. I also got the con crud. That's me. Actually, I was sick before we even went. I think I was sick the entire time that I was there, and beforehand and after.
You brought the con crud.
I did bring
Thanks,
it.
Tim.
Yeah, anybody that shook my head, I'm sorry. I really hope you sanitize that.
Actually, you know what I noticed? I seen on a lot of tables, they had these Halls mints. They're not mints, just Halls lozenges or whatever. But they weren't cough drops. I originally thought they were cough drops. They are vitamin C drops.
Oh.
Oh, they just had vitamin C drops that people can just eat.
Maybe it was for the volunteers.
And you would gobble them up.
This is Eric at every convention. He sees candy and he starts grabbing it, eating it.
I'll have one of those.
He's going to OD on vitamin C.
Yeah.
Wow, is that a thing? Can you?
No, I don't think you can.
No.
No. Well. But yeah, so I got those. Let's talk about some of the stuff we purchased. I put a picture on our Instagram of my haul, and it's on Facebook and all that stuff.
Wait, what?
Of my haul? Haul.
Oh, gotcha.
Haul.
Okay.
Look,
When you get below the Mason-Dixon line, that's how we say it, George. Okay.
yeah, haul. My haul.
I got it now. That was
You Yankees,
That's
I don't know
about
how y'all say it, but
I did pick up Welkin.
yeah.
So George suggested that Luma was nice enough to provide a demo or a review copy.
thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin. Yeah, Colin's awesome.
Yes.
We've seen Colin like at every Gen Con, and he's
3 or
like
4 years.
he's always working for a different company. He started off working for, well, I don't know about that. We first met him when he worked for Ultra Pro.
Yes.
Which is funny because I was like, I remember. I got your backpack you gave me. So I had the backpack on, and then a couple years later, I think he was there a couple years, and then we saw him at Coleman. Come on Games. Man, I'm butchering their name. Sorry, branding. And then now he's at Luma, which is
Okay.
like, I guess a distributor or something.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, like a distributor of different games and stuff. So
Maybe he keeps losing his job because he gives you stuff.
nah, I think he's moving up. He's moving up. Oh yeah, because he keeps giving me stuff, right? And I don't know, Matt, what you want to talk about with your stuff? Matt made a purchase.
What did I get? Oh yeah, I did make a purchase. Yeah. So, what was it? It was probably, I don't know how long that game's been out. Was it 2 years ago? I don't know. Gameland Games though, they have a game called Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air.
Game. Yeah.
Does it need to go up more?
Yeah, it's very directional.
Okay.
It'll be more consistent like that with the way you're moving. Anyway,
Gotcha.
moving the mic.
But anyways, yes. So, I was interested in getting this game because he, Nate, I think is his name? at
Nathan,
Gameland?
but yeah, I think it
Nathan.
was about Nate.
He piqued my interest because they are known for tiny epic games, but they have this one massive game that as soon as he said it plays like a real-time strategy game, aka Warcraft, it piqued my interest a lot. He said it's Warcraft in a box. I hope I'm not getting in trouble. Let's say, whatever.
No, we can say that.
Okay.
We can say
we
that.
can say that. Okay. Yeah.
That's our interpretation of this game.
Yes. So I was very upset that it wasn't in print at the time, but evidently they did another Kickstarter, like he said, and brought it out, and they had a big bundle for $220. It did come with, it came with every living thing that is out of this game right now. It's two massive expansions and a lot of like little micro expansions and stuff. And the heroes for each faction are painted, and I did get to see there. It's a nice paint job. It's not, Wizards of the Coast paint job.
Oh wow.
It's very nice quality. And they had a play mat that was, Tim, I'm not lying. It is not much smaller than your table.
It's almost 6 foot by 4 foot.
It's very big.
Yeah.
I ordered.
Did it come in the box?
It wasn't, no, but they were selling it there, but I
Okay.
could get it, cause they sold out at the convention, but if you use the promo code Gencon while the convention was going on, you can't do this anymore. You could get free shipping.
Oh.
If
Did you
bought
do it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I got it in the mail yesterday. It was very big.
How are you going to get that in the box? It's going to be a crate.
Right.
Well, it was folded up.
Right.
Even then,
Yeah. That was it was a good sized box.
How much was it, Matt?
Ironically, I just met my standing goal. Think about that one.
Standing.
My watch is like, you've been standing. I'm like, I'm not standing.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I think it was 40.
Okay.
Something like that. I think.
That's pretty big, Matt.
Is it actually bigger than the boards when you
Yes.
put them down?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
very
wow.
Maybe like
boards.
30% bigger.
Yeah. That's
Dope.
Something like that.
yeah. So I was like, if it's got
Which
all
if
the,
you see in the game, you might need that extra space because
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff on
there's a
there.
lot of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
going on.
Plus, it plays up to 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Eric, that's what we're doing.
Bring it over.
well, you've got room for it now in your new basement.
Yes, I will. I'll have room for it. So
A whole table.
A whole table.
Just for that.
yeah. That's my big purchase.
Ah, nice.
Cool. Eric, any things you want to talk about with your purchase?
purchases?
Stuff you're.
No, I did a lot of trading. I think the only thing I purchased, if I'm thinking right, is in the consignment shop, I picked up like Flow of History.
We'll come back to the consignment shop, but like new
But besides
purchases.
that-
You didn't buy any actual new games?
No, there's no
Or any
room
cheap,
in the car.
no cheap games? Did I come away with more than you?
Probably.
Wow, what? Eric splurged on Origins.
Origins was enough.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, out of the stuff I got, I did pick up Towers of Arcanos. That was probably my one thing that I wanted when we did our top 10, or not top 10, but our preview list for Gencon. I picked up, I'm trying to bring up the list here, but when we did our preview list, Towers of Arcanos, the game I talked about being on the news segment at one point, and I was going to kickstart it and stuff. So I ended up getting that. And let's see, you know what?
There was another game me and you bought, but we'll probably talk about it later.
Yeah, we will. If we played it.
No.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he talking about? No. I'm looking at my list here of the Origin stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's the only game that I purchased that was on my preview list. So that was amazing. I would have bought the God of War game, but we'll talk about why. I did not even buy the Bang expansion.
I feel like I bought more than you guys, and I didn't even go.
No, I bought a lot of stuff. I just meant, there's my pile. Did you see that pile over there?
Okay, you got more.
Yeah. Of course, that includes my math trades and stuff too.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll come back to the stuff we purchased. I bought the shirts, which I talked about already. Anyway, so let's talk about the math trade.
Wait, I bought some stuff.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, that's right.
I did have some stuff picked up for me. I had Rail Pass.
Maybe he did buy more things than
right?
I did get Rail Pass, and I got what?
What?
And I got mental blocks. I almost made myself forget what I got now. Mental blocks, and the last one was not the last one. I got Horrified, and Kat got me Anomaly.
Oh.
There was one more. And Letter Jam, of course.
Mm-hmm. Letter Jam. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I brought up my actual picture that I staged and put on Instagram so I can talk about the games I actually was going to talk about. These are games that we did not play, so they're not going to be on the list we talk about here in a minute, but I picked up Wreck Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked about
did you get that?
I did buy that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That one looks really awesome. I'm super excited about that. I picked up that Arcanos game. I bought Noctiluca. Mm-hmm. We played it at Origins and stuff. I liked it that much.
That's the Sea Sparkle game.
Yep.
Yes.
And we played it at Gen Con.
Yes.
Just like opened it like that same day.
Nice.
And I think I bought some War Machine. Yeah. I bought Your Town. It's a graphic novel because it's Van Ryder Games. We bought the Crusoe Crew at Origins. We haven't played it yet. And I really wanted to play it. So I bought a graphic novel to play by myself.
We all want to play it.
We do. We will play it. Yep. And I think, other than that, I bought some random like $10 games and stuff that, like for instance, I bought Warband, which was a game that Eric and I looked at on the math trade a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And we thought it would look really cool. Neither of us got it. I got it for $8 in Shrink.
Wow. Is it getting decent reviews?
Oh, it got actually pretty good reviews.
Because that's not a small game.
No, it's a big box game.
Oh, yeah, it was. And then I got the expansion for $4. So I'm pretty excited by it. It's got a 6.75.
Yeah.
It's not like amazing, but
right. But why are they selling it for $8?
I don't know.
Troll Untold.
Troll. Yeah, them. They made their name hard to say, but yeah, Troll Untold. Apparently, that's all I have that isn't going to be talked about in the other stuff. So, anything else? Let's talk about the math trade then. Eric, math trade. Matt, you didn't partake.
No, I did not.
Oh, that's because
I slept in.
You slept in for a month.
Yeah, I did. I did too, actually. The first math trade, it got down to where it's like, it's ending at midnight or whatever, 10 o'clock our time. And then or 11 o'clock PM our time. And it was 10 o'clock. I was like, oh man, I got to enter my stuff. Still, for some reason, thinking that it worked like the online want list generator where you put in your stuff and then it locks it out. And then you have a week to make your trades and stuff. That's not how Abercorn does it. I know this. It's only my fault. Mm-hmm. But what happens is at that time, it's like, bam, processing trades. And now we're 5 hours later. It's like, bam, here's your stuff. So I entered all my stuff in the last hour. It was amazing.
Nobody picked it, I guess.
Well, no, because I didn't even have time to go through and make my wants.
Right.
Oh.
So I didn't apply it through. I wasted an entire hour putting all this stuff in for no reason. However, what was cool is one of the dudes was on the forum and was like, I didn't trade a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
let's make like a leftovers trade. So they did a 48-hour second math trade, and I ended up getting 7 trades out of that.
Not bad.
Yeah. And I was able to go back through my first list that I put in for the first math trade and make 2 trades out of that because people said, I want your games, but I never said I wanted anything. And then out of the stuff that didn't trade in the second math trade, I was able to make 2 more. So I ended up having 11 in the end.
Not bad. Yeah.
So it worked out. I was excited. What about you, Eric?
Well, I made all kinds of trades. So I got me some Haven, which is a 2-player game.
Oh, yeah.
Claustrophobia, another 2-player game. Steampunk, got an expansion to Clank.
Steampunk.
Or Steampunk Rally, sorry. I should give you the full name. Dogs of War, awesome game. El Grande Big Box.
Yep.
If you haven't played it, go grab it. Mutant Meeples, which George brought in one day.
Oh, you got that one.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I like it too.
I got Brass, Lancashire, the deluxe edition.
Oh, yeah.
Made by Roxley. Raw, another good game. Everybody should get that.
Like the original Raw?
There's a reprint by, who's that?
Oh, that's okay.
By somebody.
But the same game.
Right.
Cool.
Elysium, Shards of Infinity, One Night Alien, because we're going to play more One Night.
Yep.
Jeez.
Secret Hitler, Revolution with the expansion, Manhattan Project 2 Minutes to Midnight, and Keyflower. Oh, and Bloody End.
Oh, you got Keyflower?
Yeah.
Oh.
With an expansion.
You'll like that one.
Oh, have you played it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It seems like a game you'd like.
Oh, I think I would.
If I was a little bit quicker, yep. I know the ones that I trade for, at least in the successful math trades for the second one. I got Twilight of the Gods, Oath of the Brotherhood, Parfum, Shadows in Kyoto, Titan Race, The Arrival, and I got the AG Big Game Night, the 2018 one that comes with
You're going to get them all.
Yeah.
Collecting those.
I'll collect them if they're cheap, if I get them through trades and stuff. I don't know if I can find. Yep, here we go. And then the ones I traded for, That's Not Lemonade for Goths Save the Queen. And then I got Spynet. And then I got some of these other games. One's called Wizard's Gambit, Tiny Epic Defenders, the first edition though. Rolled Bones, and I can't remember what the other one is because I just abbreviated it to DT. So who knows? But anyway, so it was a pretty good math trade, and I think I did just as much stuff on the flea market. What about you?
Oh yeah, like half that stuff is flea market stuff.
Oh, you added those into?
Yeah.
So I got Warring Colonies. Looking forward to that, which is the one that
Yes. I'm looking forward to that too.
yeah.
This
2
sounds like a
teams.
big dude on the map game or something.
No, it combines the 2 Dead of Winter games and make it
Oh, yes.
team
Sorry,
versus
yes.
team.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
I love team games.
So looking
too.
forward to that. All right, so we on the last episode we talked about. Oh, do you have something?
I had some trades. I didn't do this at Gencon, but I traded a couple things.
He's trying to live the Gen Con experience from home.
I did.
I know that
You
Gen
did
Con
that.
had these pop-up events.
Gen can't trade.
Gen can't trade.
That's right. So I traded just a couple things. I traded Tiny Epic Kingdoms and Zombie Kids in exchange for Legends of the American Frontier.
Huh.
And I traded Meeple Circus for Elysium.
Oh.
No, we have
Wow.
There's all kinds of Elysium all around
I
here.
say all y'all have Elysium now,
Yeah.
right?
It's a very good game.
It is.
Well, cool. What's the next thing? Oh, the sneaky cards. Did you end up trading any sneaky cards?
I failed.
If you listen to our past episode,
Too much better.
Sneaky Cards is a game by Game Right, and basically it's just you do something silly and you give the card to the person you did the silly thing to or with or whatever. For instance, one of the ones that I had was it was like write down 3 different descriptors of a person, and then you have to find that person and give it to them.
Oh yeah.
And since we had 3 other people on the podcast, each one of y'all did one, which was a long-legged person wearing a Deadpool item
Left-handed.
and who was left-handed. So we're standing in the line at the consignment store, the auction / consignment store. And I was like, oh, look, there's a Deadpool. I wonder if he's left-handed. And Sierra's like, Deadpool!
Are you left-handed?
He's like, yeah! And he waves his hand, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So I ran over to him, and I have taken a selfie with him with the card.
Nice.
So that was pretty fun. Another one I left in a random place where people can find it. It was gone later on that night, so I don't know if somebody just threw it away or what. And that's pretty much the only two I actually did.
That might be two more than everyone.
Yeah.
No, I got one. I dropped one in a bag, in someone's bag. You know, you're supposed to.
I didn't do any.
Oh,
No, I failed real bad.
And obviously, it is easier to find a left-handed Deadpool that's long-legged
Clearly.
than find someone with a name of Keith. Because I've looked at like 1,000 name tags.
The middle name of Keith.
You know who
I was
operates
just trying to find
Thunderworks games?
Oh man,
Steve's Keith.
dang it!
You could have just yelled Keith a lot.
That's true. Eric should have walked out. Keith.
We've done that.
Oh,
a
hey
couple
man,
times.
what's up, Keith? And shook his hand, but the cards palmed in your
Yeah,
hand,
it's like, this is for you.
Or just make a sign and stand there holding it that says
Look,
Keith, like you're picking someone up.
like from the
Looking for
airport.
Keith.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Well, anyway, I guess we failed on the sneaky cards. It was more fun to pass them out than it was to actually perform them. But let's talk about, for once in this podcast history, music, Matt.
Yes.
It's the one time.
Yes.
So here's how this story goes. I'm walking around. Matt texts me, Gwar's here. Ha ha ha. So I'm like, this is what? Are you serious? So I just call him. Normally I would text back and be like, oh, dope. You know, thinking costumes or whatever.
What are you talking about?
So I call Matt and he's like, nah, it's just some people in costume or whatever. So I'm walking around the vicinity he was already in, and I see him. I'm like standing there. I walk up to him. I look and I go, those are pretty accurate for being Gwar costumes. I was like, man, wow, those are really accurate. Is that Gwar? I don't think that's Gwar. And the girl beside me goes, yeah, that's Gwar. I was like, are you sure? She goes, well, I'm their licensing manager. I was like, are you serious? This is awesome. Because we saw that Gwar was at Gencon last year, coming out with a Kickstarter for a deck builder game.
Mm-hmm.
And they were actually releasing it. And they had Kickstarter copies there and everything. Or at least they had versions of the game before it's released to retail.
Right.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we got to meet Gwar. If you look at our Instagram and stuff, we got pictures of us. Talked to him. I got fake blood all over my arm. It was amazing. And, we got our boxes signed. It was pretty epic.
How did you get the fake blood on your arm?
He had it all over his body.
It was on his body.
And you rubbed your arm on him.
I mean, they got close to us and he tried to strangle me. He's got his hand around my throat. It was pretty close. Yeah, but Beefcake was there. He's in between us.
Yep.
He's kind of hard to see. He's like
His shoulder pads stick out.
you look at the picture and you just see the two on the ends. What's their names?
Flatus Maximus. Oh no, sorry. Jizmac the Gusher was the guy on the right. I'm pretty sure he's the drummer, I believe.
Yeah. Flatus wasn't there, right?
No, that's a guitar player. The other guy, I think, did she mention to you that he does her costumes or something?
I believe that's what I heard.
Because I've tried looking up characters to see who it was. I couldn't find anyone that he looked like. So.
It wasn't.
Gotcha.
It wasn't Sawbone.
Well, that's his, he signed it Sawbone.
Oh, Sawbone.
So I don't know what he is as far as like a member.
Gotcha. He could be one of the guy, the people that run around riling up the crowd and throwing people into the
just
pit.
A slave or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So very entertaining. If you've never heard of Gwar, just image search it on your phone.
And probably the best part is they're in character.
Oh yeah, they are in character the whole time.
So it was pretty funny.
They're yelling out really funny stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently they're huge into board games. And from what the licensing manager, her name was Jessica.
Yes.
What she was telling us is that the storyline in the board game has an ending, but it's not discussed in the actual card game. Like it's not discussed in the box that you get. What they're going to do is play a show near Gencon at Gencon next year. And then during their actual live event, they're going to show the ending to the card game.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So we might be attending a Gwar show next
sure you
Gen
will,
Con.
yeah.
That's going to be fantastic. So
I went to a board game convention and a Gwar show broke out.
but they did retweet
great.
our picture, and it's like, I think we got like 6,000 impressions from it or something.
Sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 500 and something actual interactions with the picture. So it means like people were clicking the picture and zooming in and stuff. That's pretty awesome. I was very excited.
I'm excited for you guys.
But you know what's even more exciting? maybe not more exciting.
Can't imagine, yeah.
But more exciting than Gen Con is bird scooters. These things, wow. Like I was sitting there at work and then I saw the Secret Cabal kind of post a video of them riding them. I was like, well, that's kind of neat. But I just thought that you had to go somewhere to rent these things for like an hour and then you drive around. No, it's amazing. Tell us about it, Eric.
Well, they have it here in Louisville if you ever want to try it out.
Well, they have Lime, I think, but same thing.
I think, okay, they have one or the other, or maybe both. But they are just rechargeable. Well, you don't recharge them, but they are rechargeable scooters that you use your phone, you get an app, you scan the little QR code, you can rent them out. I think it's like $1 to start it and maybe 20 cents a minute to drive it around.
When you scan it, does it tell you how much charge it has?
Yeah.
Not with the bird, I don't think.
No, the bird tells you in the app. And if you get the birds that have a little battery pack on the front, you can click the button and it'll show you 4 lights. So you at least get an idea within 25%.
Okay.
But otherwise, it'll tell you in the app the whole time how much charge it has. I don't know if you noticed that, but.
So you drive it around and when you get to your destination, you just park it, you turn it off in your app, and then you're good to go.
How fast?
Way too fast.
The limes actually have a speedometer on it, and I got it up to 14.
14 miles an hour.
And you're thinking about that. Like, if you're going on flat surfaces, it's pretty fun. It's real fast.
Yeah.
That's like a sprint. Like, that's a good sprint.
Yeah.
You unless you're like Usain Bolt or something, you're not running this fast.
No, he goes 26.
That's true. So, I mean, yeah, if somebody's running at you as fast as possible, I still don't think they're going to catch you unless they're really in shape. It was pretty fast. But more importantly, when you're going that fast on bricks or some kind of unlevel terrain,
bumpy sidewalk.
Yeah, but it's bad.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
it felt way faster than it needed to be.
Right. Well, it's dangerous.
Yeah. If you run into somebody, I mean, you sign a waiver and stuff when you fill out the app, but
right. They don't come with helmets.
No.
They're amazing though. It is the best. I wish we would have rode them more on Thursday because we didn't really start riding them till Friday, and it saves your legs so much, your feet, everything.
Are you prohibited from taking them into a building?
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
You're not supposed to. Not that you would really want to, because as long as you have it, you're being charged for it.
You know what? Matt and I noticed something though, is when you're driving around, they have geofencing set up to where if you get to a specific area during business hours
or peak times, or
it'll make a noise. It's like boop, 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 and then it'll slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes like 5.
that's probably for the best.
It probably is.
Yes.
But we were upset because we didn't know this, and it really doesn't tell you in the app or anything that we noticed. So, but I know that, put it this way, we rode it for 20 something minutes. I would think it was 21 minutes and I spent $7.
Worth it.
Oh, man.
And $1 was to start it.
Yes.
So it was only $6 worth of, that's how much $6 takes you.
Are you standing the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's like a razor scooter.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a kickoff scooter.
Right.
You have to kind of kick off twice to get enough speed before when you hit the button to start it, it'll actually go. You can't just stand still and go. You have to give it a little bit of.
Okay.
It probably is like that to save the battery.
Probably.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like a car, you're using the most energy to get that boost of speed up front.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep. I'm looking forward to going back to Gen Con so I can ride these scooters.
Yeah.
It totally makes it worthwhile to park farther away. I mean, I guess it works out because we had a hotel that was attached. So it was okay to park farther away and then you just ride the scooters back and forth if you had to.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Where were these things for the past couple of years?
Oh,
when
man.
we had to do all that walking.
I think they were there last year.
I don't remember. I think this is the first
Maybe.
year.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah.
Patreon goal. We're going to make a game that you can play on these scooters at Gen Con.
Jeez. All right, Eric, let's talk about the consignment shop. Matt, you never went into that,
No,
right?
I did not.
All right. Hey, what was your favorite thing you got out of there? Consignment shop, obviously,
Well-
people price things, put it in the shop.
I only got one, so I guess
Did
that's
you
my
only
favorite.
buy one thing?
I looked. We got in there late.
What?
So anyway, so in the consignment shop, I think it's $1 or $2. You can put games on consignment. They are there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And when you put games in there, you can decide if you want the same price on all 3 days, or you can have it one price on Thursday, a lower price on Saturday, and a lower price yet on what did I say? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So anyway, our plan was to go back early on Saturday and, gobble up some, games that got just, reduced to something that was a good buy. So I did have some games in mind, but we got there a little later than opening time.
Sure.
And by that time, there were still some good buys, but nothing that I had to have.
But you don't know if those games were sold that day. They could have been gone.
They could have, yeah, so it was the day
Thursday.
before, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing I got was Flow of History. I already have it, but they had a they have a deluxe copy.
Story of Eric's life.
Deluxeified copy for like $12. So I was like, hey, I'll pick it up.
He's going to math trade it next year.
Yeah. I got to pick up, let's see, Colonia, which is a Queen Games, which I never even really heard of, but it's made by Dirk Hen. Same guy did, what was that? High Tide?
Yep.
The funny little pressure luck game, which I liked. So I was like, no, why not? And it's huge, and it was like $10.
And Alhambra.
Oh, did he do it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
you're
Actually,
correct.
I think it says it on the front of the box. Now I remember that. I bought some War Machine because why not? I bought the Retribution starter box and a little pack of guys, basically in a full unit, which is interesting because it was only $15. Oh, so good.
They're normally
All in
lots
shrink.
more than that.
Oh, yeah. Bought some other stuff too. I bought the Epic PvP expansions and then found out that both of them are included in the base set that I traded for in the math trade.
Oh,
I don't know 100%, but I looked at the rulebook and the base set and what on the back of the boxes of the expansions, in the 4 factions, 4 races and 4 classes that are included in the 2 expansions are already in the rulebook, and they were physically in my set. So it didn't make any sense to me. Haven't really looked it up that much to verify, but and I forgot to say earlier, I got Tiny Epic Western in the flea market in City of Thieves, that Cadwallon game. So got a lot of other stuff too.
Did Tiny Epic Western come with the bullet dice?
It did.
Nice.
It was the deluxe version, $15. Anyway, Matt, tell us about the cosplay contest.
It was a good time. It seemed like they had more contestants this year. So yeah, it was a good time.
How was the quality?
The quality was actually on. It looked like it stepped up a little bit. I will say that I felt like cosplay altogether was down, like really.
That's actually
bad.
how I felt anyway, in the halls.
Yeah,
and,
it wasn't
everywhere.
nearly. It looks like it's fallen off a cliff compared to what it used to be in past years.
Yeah.
There are so many other conventions now that are strictly cosplay, like there's different ones in Atlanta and Chicago and stuff that are Comic Cons and stuff, and it's like all cosplay.
Right. I don't know. It just seemed like.
But the weird thing is a lot of those have already, like they were already around. It's just weird that the cosplay at Gencon specifically has took a dive so much. Did you see the parade at all?
Yes, actually, because I was trying to go back to the room to drop something off, and I got cut off by it. So I actually went and stood at the front window and watched the parade come by there. And I don't know how much of it I saw, but I stood there for probably a good 10 minutes watching the parade. So I'd say I saw most of it.
So maybe people just come do the parade, do the cosplay contest, and leave.
There's a lot of people actually that will do the parade and they won't do the contest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or they will just, because I did see a guy walking around in a huge mass of like it looked like a Space Marine.
Yeah. I saw that dude.
And he wasn't in either, I don't think.
Wow, really?
So I guess he just came to,
He was in our hotel, and when we were walking out,
Oh, I did
Yes.
that.
it was
yeah.
on. Yeah.
uh-huh.
He's like had his own baggage carrier
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So that dude wasn't in the contest. Oddly enough. But yeah. I think one of the cooler things I saw was there was a person that had a pair of wings that mechanically opened and closed.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Like, I think they said they were 16 foot wide
Jeez.
Oh my god!
when they were fully open.
What kind of wings?
Just like they kind of look like angel wings. I don't know what character she was, but
That's actually,
wow.
I think I've seen her on Instagram, and she's commissioned 3 or 4 of those.
oh, really?
I mean, it could be somebody different, but it's pretty impressive. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, they're pretty nice looking.
Was it like the Social Distortions cosplay?
Social
The goth dude that I showed you on on YouTube. He wears all black. He has those black wings. And
Oh,
he
no.
sings-
You said distortion. It's social repost.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
I was like, the band?
Social
What
repost.
does social
Yeah.
distortion do with that? I don't remember this. They do have a really popular song called Angel Wings, so I wasn't sure if maybe you were talking about that. But yeah, the contest was nice. I liked all the finalists that they had. And then if you're not familiar with it, they pick a top 3 out of each group categories of pop culture. The history one was really cool because people tend to mash up stuff in the history one.
Yeah.
So actually the one that won out of the history one was, it was 2 girls. They were dressed up as like, your French, like, I don't know what, like Bastille taking over days. I don't know what century or anything that is. But they were actually, Ray and, I can't remember her name, the purple hair girl from, Star Wars. So they had lightsabers and guns, but everything else on them was like super like French looking. It was kind of neat.
Oh, that's
I like
cool.
the
That's
pretty
mashups.
Yeah, that's why it was
like a Renaissance?
I don't know. I'm surprised George is not correcting me on this. I thought George would
Yeah,
have been more in tune with this.
Not there for you. Sorry, man.
Yeah. I can't pinpoint the time period.
No, that's cool.
But curly hair usually, kind of almost wig looking.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we need to know. I'm googling.
You need to know. I feel like there is a word for this time period in France, but
Well, while he's doing that, what else happened at the contest?
oh, there was a proposal.
Sweet.
That was pretty interesting.
The decade of 1789 to 1799,
Is that when that was?
French Revolution. Yeah.
French Revolution. Yeah, see, taking over the Bastille. I kind of knew something. Feed them cake.
Let them eat cake.
Let them eat cake. That's what it was. Yeah, let them eat cake. Yeah, there was a proposal. So one of the contestants, they actually brought her up and said that, they called her by name and said, we have a special award that we just started this year for you.
For you specifically.
Yeah. Well, to give to her. Okay. It's a special award we just started this year for you to receive.
Like a lifetime achievement.
Yeah. And so she goes up on stage. She obviously looks confused and they bring someone out from behind the curtain. I was expecting like the, military, reuniting kind of deal, but it was an actual proposal. It was pretty sweet. I got a little teary eyed. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
That was pretty cool.
Everyone clapped. It was a good time. She was dressed up as I'm pretty sure it looked like her costume was actually like priestess tier something. So she was a Draenei priestess.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was kind of neat, but yeah. And when she got a reward though, I think, she actually got a reward later on, but I think she was so wore out. She had came out of her costume. So she like kind of just walked up there with like a black undergarment and like blue face paint. It was kind of funny. But other than that, yeah, it was a good time.
I saw a picture of a good mashup from it. It was the Great Lebowski guy
The Thor.
as a zombie.
Oh,
And he has a sign that said The Walking Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Seen that.
I saw that one.
because I did say a mashup of Thor's dad bod from the new Avengers, but he also looked like the dude. So I thought that one was kind of funny.
That's pretty good too.
Well, we got 2 other things before we move on to the games. One, Die Hard. They were promoting that at the OP or USA Opoly. It was pretty cool. They had like a safe and, well, it was cooler when we tried it, but basically the way it worked is there's a big wheel that you spin and you get a little code in it and you try to type in your code on this lock and see if it can open it. Then you get a chocolate bar that said Die Hard. And
if you open it,
well, hang on.
Oh, you got the game.
Actually, when you opened it, you got a Nestle's chocolate bar that's already wrapped. So it's double wrapped. So it took forever to eat this thing. But anyway, oh man, I forgot what I was going to say. So they gave away pins for Die Hard. Now,
yes.
We had talked about this. It says Yippee-ki-yay, MF, and it's abbreviated in just the letters, but it had a Santa cap on it.
Yes.
a Santa cap.
Because it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. I've always said that and Gremlins are like the 2 best Christmas movies ever. When I think Christmas, I think Die Hard and Gremlins.
I feel like we're verified now.
Yes.
We're validated.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because I think on Thursday night we were standing there and the wheel was already put up and the girl that was standing behind it was like, well, we already put up all the codes. I was like, can I just type one in? She goes, sure. I was like, if I get it right, do I get it? She goes, cool. So we just sat there and typed in like 15 or 20 codes. It was just like error. error. Error.
It probably wasn't even reset.
Yeah, probably.
She's probably just laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no code.
Right.
We could have just opened it.
Yeah.
Did you all see the jacked up Bruce Willis they had that would stand at
Oh,
the
yeah.
wheel?
I did.
You
No.
saw him? Yeah.
Like
This
a-
dude was like jacked up though. Like
Really?
it looked so crazy.
Did it look like him?
I mean, he had a shaved head, but
That's about it.
that was about it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, cool. One of the coolest things is we got to meet Stephan Feld.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Thanks, Queen Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing him across the pond.
So I talked to him a little bit, and yeah, this is his first time in the U.S., so
Really?
yeah,
He's also incredibly tall.
he's super tall. And
He's like
bald.
5 or 6 inches taller than I am. Him and Tom Vassell can start the tall people brigade. But anyway, keep going.
No, that's all I was going to say, really. Yeah. So, if you wanted to meet him, this is, the best time to do so. He's going to go back to, I believe, Germany.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might be able to meet him at Essen or maybe in his own hometown.
Track him down. He did say he's going to make a trip out of this though, because he's pretty much traveling the U.S. Like he's going to the West Coast and
Might as well. You're already here.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's the expensive part. After that, it's just kind of a
He should do Route 66.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never did that.
It's a thing to do. So, so he was brought over by Queen Games. Is that because he's working on a Queen game?
I believe he is working on a new Queen game, but previously he had done Merlin
Well, he did it Amerigo.
and Amerigo.
Oh, okay.
Well, and they did the Arthur expansion just came out at this too, right?
I'm
Or
not
was
sure.
that out previously?
No, it's I forget if it came out here at Gencon or not, but I'm not sure if he was the one that did the expansion.
Oh,
He
really?
probably was, I guess. I don't know.
You'd think he'd do his own expansion.
I don't know. I don't know if they brought him specifically because of a game or whatever, but it's obviously a great way to gather the press around and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
get people to come to your booth for sure. I mean, it's the first time coming over. Stephan Feld's pretty renowned at this point,
Oh, yeah.
and no one's met him unless you've been to, Essen probably. So
Right.
it's pretty cool. Anyway,
They geeked out, by the way.
what we did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got pictures. We got pictures to prove it. It's on our Instagram. Check it out.
Matt says that like he wasn't when Gwar was there.
Yeah, right? We geeked out. Pretty.
Yeah, my wife actually, as she showed that picture to a lot of friends, the response was, "Look how happy he looks."
I'm so happy.
Dude, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
I mean,
cool.
I like Stephan Feld, but Gwar is.
Yes.
I mean, this is stuff we've been talking about since we were like what, early teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I felt like I was in like
High
8th
school.
grade, freshman year again. It
Yeah.
was something else.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
That's the best.
All right. Well, the meat of this.
Meat of the episode.
The meat of the episode is the
MeepleCore, we got the meats.
That's a thing. That has to be a thing now.
we got the meats. We're gonna get sued.
We say got. They say have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got the meats.
We're off. I saved us on that one.
So anyway, the games that we played at Gen Con, we're going to kind of roll through these. We played Dragonscales, this new
Yes.
Arcane Wonders game.
Yep.
Yep, that is Arcane Wonders. It is designed by Richard Lanius.
We got George to research all this.
Yep, I'm on it.
But basically we sat down. Obviously a lot of these we did not complete. We did not play a full playthrough, but we played it enough to get the gist of it and actually play it.
Yep.
This was on my list of games for Gen Con. I did not pick this one up. I was probably planning on picking it up. Never came around to do it. So we'll probably end up getting it at some point. But it was cool. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a reprint of Dragon Rampage, which is very cool. So I'm sure they didn't change it too much, and it's a great game.
Yeah, I don't know how much they changed. I know they streamlined a lot of it, and they made the theme obviously make more sense. Because in Dragon Rampage, I guess you're just a bunch of adventurers trying to fight over the gold.
I feel
To
like
fight the dragon?
He talked to us
Yeah.
about this, didn't he?
Well, Josh Sprung,
yeah.
the guy did Yashima, was actually the one showing us the game. He was working for Arcane Wonders, and he was saying that basically the theme, or maybe it was Tony that was telling us this. One of them told us this.
Yeah.
maybe both of them.
Yeah,
Both of
you're
them.
right.
Anyway, basically you are bad guys but you can't just, be bad guys because this thing's going to kind of destroy the world or whatever. So you're working together, basically bad guys all working together to fight the boss. And during it, you might sideswipe some each other and you may have to help each other and stuff. It's really cool.
You do some dice bidding for position on this track to do different actions, but you also have a lot of cards that kind of help you or it helps yourself, but it might also help someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unlike cooperative games where it's like I'm the healer, I'll heal you. I get bonus points for healing you.
Right.
So it's it's incentivizing you to help each other, kinda.
And yet,
but you still want to win the game.
It's a Yahtzee mechanic for the dice rolling, which is always fun when you have a lot of options with what you can get.
Yeah.
And then you can either push all the way, to the very end, encounter, or you could take off early and everybody else gets screwed in that situation.
That one part right there thematically doesn't make any sense for me in the reprint, because if you had to get together to fight this thing, which from my understanding is necessary because otherwise it's going to destroy the world or whatever, then why would you leave and the game ends like, oh, okay, I guess we're done fighting it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, that part was like, maybe I'll read the actual story.
Right.
But
there's probably something in there.
There probably was something. I did like the mechanism where you roll the dice and you get a couple re-rolls, obviously honor system, but then it goes out on these different tracks.
Yes.
And did you say honor system?
No.
Oh, okay. The tracks.
He said yes.
Oh, and when you put them out on these different tracks, if I rolled 3 of something, you roll 2 of something, I would bump you to second place, and each spot has its own kind of like unique take on that action. Like you might get so much gold, you might do something specific or whatever. So it's kind of neat. I like that. I mean, it's pretty much the whole game right there. Mm-hmm. Other than, walking through this like slight dungeon style thing, which was kind of hard to understand at first.
Yeah. The following the path around it and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we also started like not really mid game,
like
but
a turn at least.
A turn in a game at one point.
Well, no, that makes sense. But what I mean is like, if once I know this, if I just look at the board, I almost can't tell the way it's wound out.
Yeah, I actually didn't even realize there was a path. I thought I could just go to any one that was adjacent.
Right. Yeah, you can't ever go backwards. You have to go always.
So forwards. Until that was pointed out to me, it was like, oh, there's a little track here. So,
but even knowing there's a track, it's almost still too hard to kind of follow it.
Yeah, the picture did look strange. In the original, it's just a bunch of dots. That's just a path.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like you're running past each other toward the dragon, and grabbing treasure as you go, which kind of made sense. So I hope this one makes sense as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to really read the actual story that's in the book and then think about it.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't get filed under one of those games where the reprint makes less sense than the original, like as far as the art goes. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about that with Yedo, but again, we'll just have to wait and see.
But either way, it looks cool. I think it was really cool. We only, like Eric said, we only played like one round of it or whatever, and we came in during it already.
Kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
But I like that each player has kind of like not really asymmetrical, but you have like a lot different, not just a power. You have a whole deck of cards that are totally different than each other. So it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm looking forward to trying it, like actually do a whole playthrough of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next, we played God of War, the cooperative game by Coolmon.
Or Simon. Yeah. Or is it Come On?
Or Cool Mini or not.
Oh, man. Come on. And the designer is Fel Barros and Alexandru Olteanu.
What'd you think about this one, Eric?
I didn't really mind it all that much. I believe it was pretty basic in a sense, but for the players that they might be going after, being a video game, I think maybe that's what they kind of had to do in order to bring enough audience into the game, I suppose. So you're doing these action selections. You get a card or a hand of cards, and there's either attacking in front of you or you have range damage. And there's I don't know, Matt might know all the characters a little bit more than I do. I haven't played the video game.
The actual characters you're playing with?
Yeah, you have like Klonos or
you play with Freya.
Fedor.
What?
Something of a
Are you just
K.
making stuff up? What are you doing?
Klondike.
No. No.
Clonos, right?
Kratos.
I was really, really close. And then you got
Boy, which is Atreus.
and then you got the girl, Freya, right?
Freya.
And then you have the head,
Mimir.
Yeah, so you got one guy which plays Mimir, and he's
Which is like the most boring.
Yeah. You don't even get to signify an attack.
You're kind of like a support.
You are straight
Right.
support.
You attach yourself to somebody and you're kind of supporting them. Although I'm not sure if we played it correctly because I went back and
Which would be really bad because the Simon dude actually.
because there's purple cards and you can play those on anybody, not just the person that you're attached to.
Right, but there's only 2 people with purple cards.
Oh, Freya and then the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. But so you are supporting that one character, whoever you're attached to, but those purple cards can help other people that you're not attached to.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were aware of that.
They read that way because Freya's cards actually said any player.
Okay.
Attached to any player for an attack, blah, blah, blah.
So I did like that it had that little panorama, whatever.
The scene.
The scene. And then you affect that card, you do damage to it, you flip it over. I know that the scenario we played, there wasn't a lot to it once you kind of figured it out. But that is, I believe, one of many scenarios that are in the box.
Let me explain the scene real quick since I'm going to make this a separate segment in case somebody's checking this video out specifically. But basically, the scene is, it's like a 3x2 grid of cards. Was it 4? I think it was 4x2.
It was 3 across, 2 down.
I think it was 4 because the last one is the how much damage.
You're right. It is 4.
It was
4 by 2.
Yeah. So the game's kind of played in the campaign style. We did realize this after we started playing the way the guy was telling us. But basically you play like essentially 3 games. And the way you do it is you take like these quest cards and you put them down in this pyramid style thing. And so you do the first quest and then you move on to the second quest. But when you choose it, you have to choose one of the 2 quests that is kind of like in the next pyramid, level. And what happens is, say you flip over quest 1, then the other quest has a detriment that applies to your group. And then when you do the next quest, obviously you're only doing 1 quest, but there's 2 more quests. There's 3 to choose from. Those other 2 will give you 2 different or 1 negative with each one. So it gets progressively harder as you play the game. But each time you do a quest, it has this scene of cards that's laid out, and different things you do will affect the different cards in the scene. Like, for instance, the one we were playing, what was the guy's name, Matt?
It was some crazy name.
You can't even pronounce it.
You can't pronounce it, but it was like a humanoid type dude. And he's up in the air on one of the cards, but you can hit him with these crystals or whatever and make him fall down. And what happens is the card he's on flips over and he's no longer on that card, like printed there. But the card below it, you flip over and he's laying on the ground, and it has different mechanics.
Right. I thought that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
So there's things you can do to the scene to, like the scene actually changes. So when you flip over cards, characters might be gone. When you kill these one dudes, they flip over, but it has an effect that might spawn them again and stuff. And then there's like a card that we were trying to gather these, what are the stones called?
The shatter crystals or
shatter stones.
shatter stones. Yeah.
Shatter stones. You gather so many of those and you burst this one thing down. And then when that happens, it kind of changes the mechanisms of the scene. And so the way it interacts is like this cool, like puzzle, I guess. Like, I don't think this one was as puzzly as the other ones probably are.
Yeah, I bet this one was more of a starter,
Yes.
scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds really interesting. Is the game itself a deck builder? Like when you get through the first level, do you add?
Say is semi kind of like a deck builder because you do add cards to your draw deck.
Yeah.
However, you're not going to add any new elements or combos really. You're just going to add better cards
versions.
than the ones that you already have. You might have a card that gives you a choice on whether to do a ranged attack or do a plus to another attack that you're already doing, or you might get a heal card or something that usually that's not in your deck.
Okay, so you level up.
Kind of, yeah. So like after each player goes, the scene happens, and you flip over a card from this big deck in the middle, and you flip over a card, and those are all the upgrade cards, but it also has a symbol. And all the cards or some of the cards on the scene may have that matching symbol. And so when you flip it, that's what cards activate and they attack the players.
So
you actually have
whoever whoever's up front.
Right. You have like standees for each player at the bottom of the column of each scene, of the cards or whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of have a position and where you're at in the scene.
That's cool. Does that make a big difference?
Yes, because when they attack, that character in the scene might hit that column and the column to the left, but not the column to the right. And so you can kind of play that a little bit, but you kind of have to, but you have to be in the position. Also matters because whoever's in the front might get hit more than the person in the back. 2 people can be in each column. So it's a cool little setup. My only problem with it is let me get to this before I talk about what I think. After each scene, obviously those cards are sitting off to the side, and at the end of the round, like after you finish off the game or whatever at the end of the round, you're right. After all the players have went, there should be enough cards to draft basically.
Right.
And so whoever the first player is gets to pick one of those, put it in their deck, and then so on and so forth.
And it's cooperative, so you could kind of talk. It's like, this would be the best for me.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
The only problem with it, I think, is the game is almost too basic. Like your cards are melee +1. It's a giant +1.
And then most of the other cards
2.
are just a bunch of modifiers.
Oh.
Yeah. And so if you put all your cards,
there is a couple purple cards, that might heal you or that might affect, because you also get a defense dice whenever you attack anybody. That might do something to that defense dice, but there's not a lot of difference that we've seen anyway that were in that deck of cards that are added to your hand or your draw deck.
And those came from the scene after you beat the scene? That's where those cards came from, or no?
No, not the scene.
There's like a deck you interact with where we're flipping it out to see which symbol activates the scene.
And that's also upgrade cards.
Yeah.
Okay. But those could get more complicated, later in the game. We don't really know.
No, I don't think so, because you're pulling from like the main deck.
Oh, okay.
The game doesn't last long enough, I think, to have a massive amount of complexity to it. So, but it's one of those things where when we played it, everybody had their cards in their hand, or, everybody was playing on a game topper. So we had like the little slots you can put them and they kind of stand up, but you couldn't see everybody else's, which I think is kind of idiotic.
No, they said
if you could just splay them out.
I agree in the game, right? But like, it seems like the demoer was kind of wanting everybody to keep those cards so you can forcefully have interaction, I guess.
Yeah, so just one person doesn't become the alpha.
Right.
Yes.
All right, you should do this, and he's going to do this, and I'm going to do this.
My only problem with games like that is it necessary? Like, at that point, it becomes just a solo game because it is about making the best choice. Because most of the game is spending like I spend a melee attack, I add +4 to it. And then you roll the die. There's one die that you roll for like the defense of the character you're fighting. And it has like a 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5.
Yeah, there's 1, 5. I think 2 2s and 1 and a 0 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So I like that it had the 5 because it basically forces you to know that you will have a failure, but it's never always a failure. If you want to put enough damage against it.
Right.
Okay,
You do 2 extra damage and, 5, 6 at a time, you're going to get through.
Yeah. So I thought it was okay. It's one of the games I had on my list and I didn't buy it, even though they did have copies. I thought it was just going to be for demo. They had about 400,000 copies available to purchase.
Yeah.
Cause I ended up going into the Asmodee booth. Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do that, but another thing I didn't get around to.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
There's always a line to get into it.
Yeah.
I stood in the line.
Did you?
It was only like 15 people deep, so it wasn't too long. But I don't know. Like, I felt like I want to play this game before I make a purchase. Like, I want to play a full campaign.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
yeah.
I really do think that the scene is still really strong. And I'd like to see this redone as a Monster Hunter.
It is that's a great idea.
What did you think about it, Matt? Because you've actually played through the newest God of War, which is what this is based on.
Yeah, it was okay. It represented it pretty well. But like Eric said, I think it is going to be kind of like super streamlined. It's going to be super simple. They're trying to bring in that player base to get it. It is definitely not a gamer's version.
It's a smart move. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a good move by them. But most of the people at Gen Con, if they're really big in the game, or if they're gamers in a sense, then it's not going to probably be real appealing to them.
Yeah.
Do they still sell video games? Not video games, board games at GameStop?
Yes.
Maybe they can sell it at GameStop.
It would be
yeah.
that would
It
be a
would do
good spot
well.
for it. Yeah.
Right.
People
Yeah.
would pick it up there.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just had a limited budget. I didn't want to buy everything, obviously, that I came across on initial C. And so this was one that I kind of put off to the side. I don't know. Maybe I would have bought it later on if I would have went back, but I never went back into the Asmodee booth because they did have a line pretty much all the time. So I don't know. I might end up picking this one up eventually, but I would like to try a full campaign first if I could, but we'll see what happens. Anyway.
Yep.
Matt, tell us about District 9.
District 9. Oh, it's, well, we heard about this last year. I think we talked to the guy at this booth. Go ahead.
Oh, it is published by Weta Workshop, and it is designed by Chris Cervantes, Adam Poirier, and Rob Stoddard.
Yes. I'm not totally sure which one of those names that you just said, if it's the actual guy, but essentially this guy that I'm pretty sure owns the company, they're an effects team that, they did District 9.
The movie.
One of
Yes.
my favorite movies.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked to him a whole lot.
Yeah.
last year.
He worked on Avatar.
Wow.
So he's got some chops. I think what it sounded like, because he had this really big, I can't remember what the name of that game was. It was a big monster game.
Heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. It was super awesome. He essentially was like, yeah, we just wanted to put out a game. We don't care if it sells good or not. It was something that me and my buddies
We just want to put out a $150 board game.
Yeah.
Right. the GRK Heavy Hitters?
Yeah.
Yes.
That Kickstarter
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So in District 9 though, I played it you play in 3 days. I played starting on the second day, and then they explained the third day. We did not play it. It's essentially a pick up and deliver. You know, I can't remember all the turn phases and everything exactly off the top of my head. But essentially there's a bunch of prawns out in this. It is a modular board. I think you can set it up however you want. There's 3 different prawn models. There's one that only has one has 2, one has 3. Essentially 1 for 1 when you're putting them out thoher. Are you looking at it, George?
No, I'm laughing because I forgot that's what they called them at
Oh, the
District
prawns.
9.
Because he saw a prawn.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I remember
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's what they're called. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
You know what we're referring to, Eric?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you're essentially, and you can play as different factions that all kind of have different ways. They all get special abilities. You get to pick from the very beginning of the game. You get to pick one and put it on your card or whatever. Essentially though, there's like tech and, there's buildings you go investigate. It might have another prawn in it. And then you check with, there's another deck to see if it, is hostile towards you or not. You might have to engage in a fight. But essentially what you're trying to do is run around, get all this tech stuff, bring it back to your base. It gives you more resources and stuff. There are other models though running around. So I can't remember what the main character of District 9's name is. The guy that like got infected. He is running around.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Spoiler. It's like 10 years old. He's running around on the board and he'll interact with the areas he runs through. If I do remember right, I think whoever's the first player that turn can control him. So I thought there was like an AI built into the cards.
Like
but,
Conan, the Age of Conan board game. Did you play that with us?
No.
Conan, basically no one's playing as Conan, but Conan walks around wrecking stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. But whoever is first player, they actually do get to control him. And there's other characters that are from the movie. There's the gang leader in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
He can come out at some point if like conditions are met. The crazy, the police squad leader or whatever that was always chasing them.
Didn't you say there was another faction that was...
Yes. So I actually got a really cool history lesson on the movie. So there was another faction that they were going to bring into the movie. It wasn't in the movie. So this faction was based on something that they took out of the movie. There evidently was like a warrior class. So in the movie, they got all these different kind of bugs. They evidently had different classes. So you had like just a regular, like generic class, but then there was a protector class that was warrior. And then there was even an engineer class. And you can kind of tell, like, they said that they were going to have like different graffiti styles. So like the more intricate and like actual writing it looked like was your engineers. Mm-hmm. And then the basic stuff you always saw throughout the movie was like from your lower class, bugs or whatever, prawns.
I'm looking at the figures and there's so many figures and they're really good.
Oh yeah, they look good. Every figure looks good.
There's like trucks and
trucks.
vehicles.
There's even like the big suit that he wears like at the end of the movie.
Oh, nice.
That comes out on the third day, and everybody has to interact and fight with that thing. And
Hey, I remember you telling me about that you played it like halfway through the con, and I've seen the booth a couple of times. I never stopped by. I wish I would have.
yeah, it was. I just walked over to check it out. Yeah, that's the cat food that they throw at them.
Putty.
The putty. Yeah, the putty cat food. So it one thing that was kind of. I was about to address something you just said, though.
The faction.
Oh, no, me actually sitting down to play. I'll get back to the faction. Me actually sitting down to play, they actually were scheduling groups and no one showed up. So I was like, you want to play? I was like, sure.
Good
Oh,
time.
so like super easy to sit down and do it then.
Yeah, so, well, they have, it was an event. It was an
Right.
event scheduled, times to go demo this game, but 2 people didn't show up, so me and some other guy got to sit down and demo it. But the other faction, though, that got left out, so evidently the whole story, or the reason they got to do that was because of, never mind, I'll talk about it later. It was left out for whatever reason, but they were able to use it because, whoever owns the rights, things that might have got used in a later movie that could happen. Yes, there could be another movie, but they weren't allowed to use certain things.
That'd be cool,
Yeah,
but I doubt it.
Yeah. And it's like 10 years old, so I might
Right.
not get to it. But
Did you see it, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
It's
but-
one of it's like top 5 for me.
Yeah. The
Just
only
saying.
other cool thing I can say about it is the cards have like multiple uses. You can use it for its main use.
Oh, I always like
it
that.
has a bottom. If you turn it around, it has another like instant use that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
There's numbers on it, and I can't remember exactly what they were used for, but it essentially like 3-4 uses for every card. So
It's one of my favorite things about
I always like
Lagrange.
it when they do that with cards. So.
Yeah.
Did they have it for demo only, or was it? They didn't have it for sale, did they?
I do not believe it was for sale.
Because if I am correct, the Kickstarter was canceled. Did they do another Kickstarter?
I don't know.
Maybe they are going, not Kickstarter route?
It says District 9, the board game, Kickstarter. Oh, 2009. It was 10 years old. This isn't really the, well, keep talking, man. I'll look it up.
I mean, that's essentially all I got. I'm interested to know about this because they told us about this at the last convention, last year at Gen Con.
So it's been in the works.
Yeah, it's been in the works. I don't know.
So there's one on here that basically says canceled. Yeah, it was canceled. I don't see a date, I guess. It only had 78,000 of whatever this currency is out of 150, but almost 700 people are backing it. So I don't know. I don't know if this was a, or why they canceled it. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. It's not really worth looking up on the podcast. But yeah, it looks like there was a Kickstarter that was canceled. I don't know if that was prior to what they have now or if they canceled it because they're going to come straight out. So
Okay.
Yeah, I do not believe it was for sale.
I'm glad it's still around. I'm glad it's still,
Yeah.
coming around.
there has to be something going on if they're going to be showing it off at Gen Con.
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah. So
Like the booth expense and all that.
yeah, that would be expensive just to, I mean, I guess they don't care about, well, we just want to make our game.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, well, tell us about Aliens.
Oh, Aliens. Okay, so this is Gale Force 9, and go ahead.
Yes.
Go Force 9.
Sorry, it's loading right now. It is Gale Force 9, and it is by Andrew Height,
What's the full name of the game?
or Hot.
I don't remember.
Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core.
Yes. So this game, it's a bug hunt. It's a dungeon crawler. Thank you, George. I think George actually got it. Maybe not. But it's a dungeon crawl. You're going through what looks like an overhead view of like whatever base thing they were in.
A hive or something.
Yeah, whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. What the base thing they were on. It's kind of neat though. Like, so as you're going around, like they put like little white dots out that looks like the blips on the radars that they use from Aliens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And once they get in line of sight of you, then they'll come out and do stuff. I don't know terribly a whole lot of the mechanics, but I do know that your hand management is, it takes cards to do actions. So it's a kind of, balancing like, well, if I want to like shoot at this thing, it takes 2 cards to do it with this gun that I have. But I don't necessarily want to give up these grenades and stuff to be able to do it. So it's kind of a balancing act on what actions you want to take versus the action the card will actually give you. Beyond that, it is essentially just get from point A to point B. There's a couple other fun things that they do to flesh it out. It did have all the major characters from the movie. You do have if you remember on the side of the guns, they had like red numbers that would show like how much ammo was in it.
Right.
They use that. It's a little wheel, and it's actually supposed to represent like kind of fatigue. So every action you do, it goes down and it lowers, I guess, your chance of, cause I do believe there's dice rolling. But it could affect your roll results. Beyond that, the only other thing I know about it is watching it. It is a modular board also. It will be. They were demoing it on just a big screened out thing. But the guy told me it would be modular and it would come with 3 to 4 missions, but he told me he had play tested 9. So look for an expansion already.
Man, I really wish you would have played Nemesis with us.
Well, it's funny. I was standing there and a guy came up to me and went, "Is this Nemesis?" And I was like,
same thing.
I said, it's, I can see where you got that, but no, this is actual aliens. So it's not.
I wonder how much the demo, like the actual, guy demoing it got asked that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was funny. That guy asked me that. It was a pretty funny moment.
Well, you can play Nemesis with us because I have the physical copy coming.
All right.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, tell us about Last Bastion.
The Last Bastion, it's ghost stories.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, Matt told me about it. It was like, "Oh, do you do this?" Yes, that's exactly what you do in Ghost Stories.
So just to flesh this out a little bit more, but go ahead.
It is published by Asmodee and Repost Productions, and the designer is Antoine Bauza.
Yes. So I saw the name on the backdrop. I said, "Hey, I like that guy." So I sat down and they're showing me, and from what I remember, I think I told Eric I did not like Ghost Stories.
Right.
But they're sitting there showing
Blasphemy.
me.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, they're sitting there showing it to me. I'm like, this looks really familiar to me.
Yeah.
And
you told me all about it. I was like, "Yep, that's some Ghost Stories."
And someone straight walked up to our demo person and asked her, like, "Is this Ghost Stories essentially?" And she's like, "Yes." This is Ghost Stories.
What is actually different?
I don't understand.
The artwork.
That's shocking because Ghost Stories has some of the best artwork in board games.
Well, this is it's a fantasy theme. So unless they wanted to appeal to the fantasy theme kind of people.
Clearly they did.
But yes, as Eric said, me explaining what it was. Sorry, phone interference. From me explaining to Eric everything I did, because I did actually sit down and fully play this one.
Yeah, he even did like the tiles. It was like, "Oh, I don't remember this tile." I was like, "Yep, that tile's in Ghost Stories too."
Yeah.
So,
the banner. I didn't remember the banner.
Right.
The banner with the colors that would affect different different factions of ghosts and stuff. So
right.
Yeah, it's Ghost Stories.
It's unnecessary.
There has to be something that's
a lot of difference.
There might be. I'm sure maybe some of the. I don't know. There's got to be a mechanic or two.
Do we even know why it's called Last Bastion?
There's a story. So like you stole something from some big baddie in the world and she's going to wreck you now because you took it. So you're holed up in like the last stronghold. So it is like your final stand against evil is why it's called that.
Oh, sure. I gotcha.
And they're coming in from the 4 sides of the bastion.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so unnecessary. The Ghost Stories is an absolute classic.
Did Ghost Stories have range?
Range
attack?
No.
Oh, there you go.
That's something different.
They added range attack.
Oh my god, they got smart. No.
So you can actually shoot anything that you can hit in any direction.
Like a straight line?
Yes, as long as
really?
it goes in a straight line. So
this Ghost
there you
Stories
go.
easy mode.
They gave range attack.
Oh.
So from any spot, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You hit 4 different areas.
Yeah, you can only kill 2 at a time, I guess. Which
is that
if you're rolling that good, I mean that's kind of crazy anyways.
That's true for Ghost Stories as well, but you have to be in a corner in order to fight those two.
Like I said, just you have range now to be able to do it with, because one character is arranged. Oh, and every character is different. Was that like that in Ghost Stories?
Had everybody had their special power.
Okay, then yes, that's got this. Did one of them get an extra die?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that was the one I played. I played the one that got the extra die.
One person can re-roll their die.
That's a good choice, actually.
That was the guy across from me.
One person can fly around or move somebody else.
That wasn't one of the ones we played with, but it came with 8. We only played with 4.
Which you probably don't need as much, because if you can always hit 4 corners or 4 different sides.
Yeah,
That kind of
what
defeats
the
that
heck?
purpose.
Well, either way, I'm more excited about this one.
Oh, blasphemy. Have you seen the art in Ghost Stories, the original?
Yeah, no, I liked it. I think I even
so
said
good.
that. I think I said that I liked the art, but there was something about the gameplay which is weird because I didn't mind it this time. So.
Really? Huh, I'm gonna have to
Maybe
look.
my taste has
I'm gonna
changed.
have to look at this
I don't know.
artwork. It's been a while since we played Ghost Stories, but
I remember the artwork being pretty
Oh,
neat.
it's the best.
I think it's okay. But I mean, it's all personal preference. Oh, let's see. Ghost Stories. Matt, you want to tell us about Tiny Towns? I forgot to erase that one.
Oh, Tiny Towns. Okay, yeah.
forgot to
So
erase
this
that
was a big game out by AEG.
Yeah.
I just stood by and watched it played because once you kind of see what they're doing, it's nothing real complicated. Yes, George? Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I was just going to say it is AG, and its designer is Peter McPherson.
Well, you stole my thunder. I stole your thunder, George. Yeah, so it's I was going to say it's not worker placement. So essentially you're I think you start the game out and they put like 4 combinations of colored blocks.
Resources?
Yeah, resources. I can't remember if they were actually like, I think they all were just square blocks, just different colors. I don't think they were like, I don't think the stone was like little circles or anything, but it could have been. I don't know. I can't remember right offhand.
Did it look like this?
Yeah. Oh, so, okay. Yeah. So the resources, the stone was circles and I've clicked on something and it moved.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah. The other things were the houses though. So you're putting all these resources out, on your own board. And it is I believe a Puerto Rico style. Like I'm choosing this block. Everybody gets to do it kind of thing. So you're trying to arrange your resources on your board. And once you get like this little, like it's almost like kind of like Minecraft, I guess, like you're putting all these certain things in certain spots and then boof, it gives you a building in that area. And then at the end of the game, depending on your placement of how many or just what they're next to of the buildings, I think there's a lot of different scoring that goes on with that. So it looks pretty fun though. I thought it looked pretty neat. So
Cool.
Cool.
Since you mentioned Puerto Rico, it might have been should have been our news, but they are coming out with either a deluxe copy or just a new art copy. Includes the expansions.
new art would be good.
Yeah. So look out for that.
Yeah. They're doing that with a lot of games. Aren't they doing that with Castles of Burgundy and
Yes.
all that?
That needs it too.
Oh, yeah.
That's new art, and I
Desperate.
think it comes with like all the little expansions or mini expansions that are out already.
All right, well, let's talk about Rune Stones. This is a new one by...
Queen Games.
Queen Games. That's right.
I was letting you do it.
And it's by Rudiger Dorn.
Same dude who did Luxor. And so basically it was in prototype form at Gencon. I did take some pictures. If you're interested, I did upload them to the Board Game Geek page. There's not a whole lot of pictures. I think mine might be the only ones at this moment. Amazing.
There was a couple, but
Was there?
yeah.
Did you see any more?
It
of
might
them?
have been all yours. I'm not sure.
There was 6
but there's-
pictures.
Right,
I think those
not
are all
that many.
mine.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all yours.
Like if you just checked it like the day ago, because there was
Right.
none.
I just
when
looked at it just now.
Yeah, those are all mine. Bam. Well, except for like the box, the static image of the box. Yep, those are all mine.
Okay.
I'm letting people know. No, anyway. So Rune Stones is a pretty simple game. It's the same weights probably as Luxor, but basically you're trying to use the cards in your hand to do one of 2 different things, to gather artifacts, to use those artifacts to actually buy rune stones, and eventually somebody will end up getting 65 points. They get to sit their meeple on this awesome looking 3D throne, and then, well, they probably don't. The throne's on the 65 space, but you can go past that, and then at the end of the round, whoever has the most wins. But you get to put your little guy on this awesome 3D throne, which I thought was cool. But what you're doing is everyone starts off with the same 8 cards, but you have a hand of 4. And you can either purchase more cards, you can purchase more cards by discarding 1 or 2 cards from your hand, and they're going to give you basically 1 or 2 different color orbs. And then you can use those to purchase whatever cards are out on this like line. And the ones that are closer to the deck cost more. I think they cost like 3 or 4. And the ones further away only cost like 1. The difference is you have to have the same colors of the cards that you're purchasing. So if you want to buy a blue card, you have to discard blue orbs or whatever, and enough orbs to whatever space that it's in. You can also use cards as an action. Each one has an action on it. And when you do this, you actually discard you put 2 out, you're going to do both actions, but then the one that's got the higher number gets removed from your deck permanently. So you kind of want to choose, oh man, I really want to play this action and this action because I get a lot of stuff, but they're both really high numbers. So I have to get rid of one of them. So you might play one that has an awesome action and a low number, but then play another card that gives you a meh action and a really high number. So you get to discard that one instead. And so when you buy cards from the row, you want to keep in mind, like, maybe this card doesn't provide as much buying power for future cards, but it has a really great action and a really low number. So that's like some of the stuff you're paying attention to. Some of the actions will give you different crystals, those little plastic crystals, which got my honorable mention for the best gaming component ever. No, I mean, they're fun. But there's a bunch of different crystal colors. You'll get those crystals by doing these actions. And then on a future round, you can spend your action for the turn, to spend those crystals to actually buy what's called artifacts. And these artifacts are just different colors, red, blue, green, yellow, whatever, and whatever space they're on the board, they might cost a different amount of these. And as long as you don't use what's called ore, which is like basically crap crystals, you get a bonus for gathering it as well. So you're going to put these on your board, and then at any point as a free action on your turn, you could turn in those artifacts to buy a rune stone. And depending on how many artifacts you discard, like 1 to 5, or I think it's 2 to 5. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. You get 1 runestone either way, but you get a massive amount of victory points if you get rid of all 5 colors rather than just 2 artifacts. And so that's how you get a lot of points. 15 points is nuts because you only need 65 to kind of end the game, right? But some of these runestones will give you, or all the runestones give you powers, some of them better than others, I think. I mean, I didn't play 1,000 games of this, but it seems like some of them were, maybe not, I don't know if they're like better, but they are definitely more useful earlier on, which incentivizes you to spend 2 artifacts to get it and only 3 victory points rather than waiting to get 5 and then spending it to get 15 points and that runestone. But like, for instance, there'll be a runestone that gives you you only have 4 hand size, and this will give you 6. There's another that says basically anytime you gain victory points, you get +1 more, stuff like that. And there's other ones that's like when you do both when you play actions, you get to put down 3 cards, but you have to get rid of the top 2 high numbers. But you can, if you have a really hefty deck at that point, it's a good way to like thin real fast. Just get that runestone, then just keep doing that action and putting 3 cards down every turn. So, I really enjoyed it. I will be picking this up. It's really, really fun.
This is one that Kat looked at and said that she's going to be picking up because it's also very attractive with all the crystals. So
that's fair.
It's probably her favorite component as well. I have a question. So are those runestones in limited supply, or can everyone get?
The runestones themselves, the one with the special powers, there's 1 less than the number of players for each copy.
Pain.
So, but I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 8 of them. So everyone can always get a ton of runestones. You can only ever have 3 total. Your player board has like cutouts to kind of align them in.
Oh, okay.
So you can't become like a BA and just have all the runestones by only spending 2 artifacts each time. But, so you pick and choose which runestones you go after. But I mean, it's just a fun game. I just like it. It's like get cards, spend them to do actions, and then get a runestone. Then you kind of repeat the process a lot. But
it sounds nice with the decision between which cards am I going to use because I have to get rid of the highest powered one.
Yeah, that's really bad because I was playing. I was like, oh man, I really want to do both of these because I'll get all the crystals I need to get that one artifact.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to get rid of that one card because it had like a really nice, it had 2 wilds or something, if I remember correctly. So when you're buying it, it costs us anything. Oh,
those are the kinds of decisions that are really fun. And then it also sounds really cool in that you're building up your deck by buying cards, but then you're always getting rid of cards. So you have a way of thinning it out all the time.
Yeah. You're like thinning it the whole time. And, I love the artwork. It's got a really cool, like earthy tone to the whole thing. Really cool stuff. I'm very excited by it. So, and I actually got more excited after we played it when I learned who designed it. Cause I really like Luxor and I was like, this is a fantastic game. I played this and I was like, man, this was really good. And then Travis was like, it's designed by the same guy who did Luxor. I was like, what? Really? And I like the box and it says that. So
sure enough,
even for prototypes, I mean, other than the cards, for prototypes, everything, like almost if I wasn't paying attention, I was just, playing a copy of the game. So
Nice.
looking forward to it.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So next game we're talking about, Eric, you're going to talk about this one, Dilluvia Project.
Which
Sure.
is published by Spielworks.
Mm-hmm.
And it is designed by Alexandre Garcia.
Oh, it was also at the TMG booth. I'm not sure on where their connection is. But in this game, you're players and you're trying to construct the first sky city because Earth is being overpopulated.
Their connection is they're also a publisher.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh,
TMG, also a publisher.
gotcha. So in this game, you start off with first putting your blimp across this. I don't know if it's a 4x4 grid. Maybe. Yes. It's 4x4 grid and you're choosing one of the sides and you're buying technologies. And these are technologies that might be one-time use, gives you materials, or they might give you some kind of benefit throughout the game. Once you do that, you go into this worker placement action phase. You take turns placing out workers and they're going to be, pretty basic stuff. You're going to go get materials or get money. You're going to be buying plots of land or you're going to be building on those plots of land. And then once you do so, those plots of land are going to give you benefits or income at the next phase. And also you have a big worker, and the first person that uses their big worker at any of these action locations gets a better action, or not even a better action, but some kind of bonus for going to a specific spot. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to gain the most population. Because at the end of the game, whoever has the most population is the winner. But also, at the same time, you are kind of getting prestige. Because every time you hit 10 prestige, you're going to get, abundance of victory points depending on how many cities or how many land plots that you've built on. And so you're kind of juggling, do I get stuff to give me a lot of population? Or to also go on to trying to get prestige in this game. We only played one round of 7, but it was a good one round. I liked it.
That was a pretty long demo too, even with just one round, wasn't it?
Right. So yeah. I think this game is probably a 2.5, 3 hour game, maybe.
Oh wow, pretty long.
At least probably a 2 hour game.
Nice,
heavy,
decently heavy.
What did you think about the artwork?
I thought the artwork was okay. I mean, I was in love with it, but it was fair enough.
I really liked the board, but when I looked at the box, I was like, meh. Straight meh.
Yeah, there was nothing about
Dilluvia Project.
Yeah, that I saw that was like, ooh, this looks good.
I feel like the board is a bit bland as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is definitely bland, but
it's to it. I like the little. I mean, they were just cutouts, but you have these little blimpies. But
when you say decently heavy, like. You like heavy games.
I do like,
and I don't. So
medium heavy games. I probably like heavy games as well. But
yes,
yeah.
So could you compare? I know you only played one of 7, but did you get a feel for what sort of other?
Was it like Heaven and Ale, where you had zero clue how to win the game until you finished the game?
No, I did end up winning our one round, but I played knowing that we only are playing one round. So
wow,
no,
that's metagaming. I'm gonna beat you in this demo.
So I didn't care about stuff that gave me stuff later. I played for that one round.
Good job, Eric.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was almost gonna join you all, but I
decided not to.
No, I just didn't make it in time. I got all the way over there. He was explaining. Somebody else sat down, and I was like, whatever.
Oh, you were supposed to, take Sean's spot. He was just teaching.
He was already in the middle of teaching, though, and I didn't want to start over.
It was pretty early on.
Yeah, well, whatever. I didn't know that.
No,
I was just
I thought you did.
Man, I'll walk around. He ended up getting a copy of it, so it's not like I won't play it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you're all doing that, then I walked around and played some Dragon Dice. There's a name from the past.
Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
All right. Well, this is a 1995 game, and it is by SFR and TSR Incorporated, and it is designed by Lester Smith.
From my understanding, TSR had financial issues, and then they sold D&D to Wizards of the Coast, and then went out of business. This is what the guy told me. I don't know 100%. I never even thought that or whatever, but he was also saying that SFR was like a fan version of TSR. Like a bunch of fans really like Dragon Dice, so they just kept it going, and now they're a company or something.
Oh.
So there's my loose, probably wrong history lesson of SFR. But Dragon Dice is a game where all your units are represented by actual dice. The different faces are, different weapons or magic attacks and maneuvers and special abilities, etc. From what I understand, if you've never played the original one, I guess this is, anyway, the game has a lot of rule changes from the original. But it has a lot of good rules changes. All the special abilities are reworked. You don't have to worry about like the unbalancing that it had. I mean, it had a lot of unbalanced stuff going on. But in 1995, the game design wasn't as tight as it is now. And so a lot of the characters factions have been kind of redid as far as their special abilities. But the gameplay, the core gameplay is pretty similar. Essentially, you have 3 different battlefields that you're fighting over, and in between each battlefield, like I've got guys on one side, you got guys on the other, and it's represented by an 8-sided die. And this 8-sided die has a number, 1 through 8, obviously, and a symbol, and the symbol represents what type of attacks can happen there, like magic or ranged or melee. And if you get all the way to 8, whoever switches the die to 8 actually puts the die on their side of the battlefield, and they own control of that battlefield. And the first side to get 2 of the 3 wins the game. And so what you're trying to do, the maneuvering, the rolling the dice to maneuver, kind of allows you to put some guys in reserve and move them to other battlefields. But you can also, if you roll high enough, there's always an opposed roll pretty much on everything. But if you roll high enough, it allows you to maneuver that die up or down 1 number. Otherwise, what you're doing is just rolling melee. You're trying to get melee symbols, and the other person's trying to roll shields, etc., etc. There's a lot of, when you do the magic, it's probably the most interactive because you roll like your magic symbols and you get so much mana. And depending, from my understanding, you can use the magic of the color of your faction. So whatever color, your faction's always 2 colors, and whatever color of the actual terrain that you're at. So you can actually cast a bunch of different colors. So when you set up the game, each player brings a battlefield die and each player brings a second battlefield die. One of them will 100% be used because, 2 of the 3 battlefields. But the last die, you either get to go first or pick your battlefield die. So it's kind of neat because, you can end up casting magic that you don't really build for kind of deal. Anyway, it was okay. I think it's good enough for me to print out my rules and play the game again using the stuff I have, but it's still an expensive game. I mean, I think it's like $10 for an expansion for you pick a faction, you buy the booster box or whatever from it, and it comes with, 8 or 10 dice. So you're paying like $1 a die. I might be wrong on that, but I know you get a handful of dice, whereas before you buy a booster of like 10 dice and it's all random factions. But this one I'm going to buy Coral Elves. Bam. I got more dice for this, but you can't control what you get. I still will have loved to see it turn into a whole set of faction dice. And like you have like 2 copies of everything. So if you want to like expand it, you just get another one. None of this random stuff, but whatever. So it was kind of neat. I got a die for playing it. And then they had like gumball machines that you could put money in and gamble to get more.
Nice.
So I don't know. I've seen it every year pretty much at Gencon. And I'm always
I think I always miss it every year.
Really? I always walk by it and I'm like, man, this is pretty cool. And I just know that I bought a novel way back then and it had a die in it. It's like a dragon slayer and he's still BA. So I've got it.
Oh.
I still got the book too. It's got a big hole cut out because it was like a paperback, but they shoved a die in the middle of it or in the bottom corner and they have a big circle cut out of all the pages.
It must be good if there's a whole company made by fans.
Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's a big luck driven game, but
yeah.
Well, the next game I played was Dungeon Academy.
Dungeon Academy is published by Matago and 2 more. It's what it says. And its designer is Julian Alain.
So Eric and I demoed this at Origins. We played 1 round of it and was like, that's pretty cool. It's one of the games I had on my list of games to look forward to at Origins. They did not have any copies to purchase, but we got to play a full game of Dungeon Academy at Gencon. So if you're not familiar, it's a roll and write game where you're going to play the game basically 4 times. And what it is, if you like games like Boggle, where you take a big grid of dice and shuffle them and then reveal them, it's kind of like that.
Except nothing like Boggle.
You don't have to spell anything.
Well, no, but it's the same idea where you reveal and you have a minute to kind of do this stuff.
Yes.
In this game, though, instead of spelling words, you actually are taking the same grid of 4x4. You got a 4x4 blank grid on your piece of paper, and you're going to draw a path through this dungeon. And you're going to, look at the dice in the middle of the table. There's mana potions, healing potions. There's big and small red creatures and big and small blue creatures. The big creatures take 2 of whatever color to kill. The small take 1. So the idea is, well, my character has 3 health and 3 mana. If I move through these 2 spaces, I'm going to lose 1 health and 2 mana. And then I walk through these 2 spaces to replenish some of the mana, et cetera, et cetera. The difference is, though, you only have a minute to do this. And on top of that, there's a deck of treasure cards that are going to be drafted at the end of each round. And when you're done going through the dungeon, you're going to grab first, second, or third, or fourth. We only play 3 players. You have up to 4 cards, or actually I think it's 6 players. And you're grabbing a position, basically. So the faster you get through the dungeon, or the faster you think you get through the dungeon, you can grab one of these cards, and you're going to draft the treasure cards first, second, third, or fourth. And it matters because some of the treasure is literally a rubber duck that says worthless. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure you have a good position to grab cards. Some of them are really good because when you enter the dungeon, you have to exit the dungeon on one of the edges, but like I got boots of like escaping or something that allows you to exit the dungeon at any point. So if you make a mistake and you're halfway into the dungeon, you're like in the middle, you're like, oh, if I move any direction, I die. I'm out. Bam. Use the boots. And then you play the first 2 rounds kind of the same. Each round you play, you get points for the big, and you get 1 point for everything you kill, no matter how big it is. And you also get points for, you might have a card. I had one, like I get a bonus point for every blue monster I kill, the big guys. And then you also have 4 different quests, and you have to complete them, 1 quest on each thing. And it's neat because, you might go through and be like, oh, wow, I kill a lot of blue guys. Well, I've already finished my blue quest. Now I have to maybe do the big guys or whatever. So you have to choose which quest. You only get to do each one time. Anyway, the last thing is in the 3rd and 4th round, you actually add another die each time. The 3rd round, you add this black die, and it'll like cut off paths so you can't go through it. In the 4th, the last thing, there's a boss die that you roll, and there could be a different boss who's 3 health of red, blue, or 2 health of both. And then there's like a key, which is slight annoying because if the key is rolled, then you have to get the key. You have to go past that space with the key before you can actually leave. So
I like it.
Yeah. Anyways, super good. Really excited about this one. And yeah, Eric, did you like it when we played at Origins? I know you talked about it before, but
yeah, I ended up liking it quite a bit. Of course, for a real-time game, it's usually not my forte or the games I prefer, but for a real-time game, it was pretty good.
And I happened to play this on Saturday, I think, and I was very tired at this point. I'm just like, draw lines. So, but it was really good.
You died a lot.
Yep. Tell us about Time Chase real quick. We're going to switch up the next 2 because I need a break from talking.
Matt, me?
Yeah.
Me? All right, I'll talk about it.
Matt sounds like he has good stuff. We'll wait for Matt to give his opinion at the end of that. Go ahead.
So in Time Chase, it's a trick-taking game, much like other trick-taking
George
games.
wants to say who it's from.
Oh, go ahead, Matt. George?
The publisher is Renegade Game Studios, and the designer is Jonathan Woodard II.
So in Time Stories, you're getting these crystals. I forgot what they're called, but they allow you to go back in time.
Time Chase?
Yes. They allow you to go back in time to previous tricks, to change cards there, or even to kind of like the beginning of time. I don't know what it's called, but the
start of
time. It lets you change
Big Bang.
the trump suit for the game. So in the present time, what you're going to do is you're all going to play cards. Whoever wins that suit gets a little token on the bottom. And then you go to, you put out another token, you go make a new present. And before you do that, you kind of bid on how far back, or not really even bid, you just put down crystals on how far back you want to go, if you even want to go back. So you can go back 1 space, 2 space, or whatever amount of spaces, or even to the front of time where you can change the trump suit, like I said. And then once that's all been revealed, you start out with the present. everybody that's there gets to play a card and win that trick. And then you'll go back and back and back until you're all the way in the beginning. So in this game, the winner of the game is the first person to win 3 segments of time.
What'd you think of this, Matt?
Yeah.
I did not care for this. And I cannot even tell you why.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
It's just, it just did not appeal to me whatsoever. I when it's getting explained, it sounds neat that you can go back and change the trump
time,
suit.
yeah.
But then once you get, because I think the first game was fairly short and it wasn't a big deal, but later on in the game, it's pretty much that trump suit's locked.
Right, because after, if you're 5, spaces up past it,
It takes so many crystals.
it takes
to get
so
back.
many crystals to get back.
This was a new release, right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was confused.
So I mean, it is a very
Oh, yeah?
short game.
It is
it's
semi-short.
easy. There's nothing hard about it.
And,
It's just
you're getting these crystals. There might be another time where you got crystals, but you get crystals if someone plays a card and you play a card that is lower than the starter card or the lead card.
I don't know much about the game, but I'm looking at a picture of it. And with a name like Time Chase, and it's a card game, I would think you would have a timeline on the cards. Why not have some cool art? It's just abstract nothing.
It looks like they went back in time and used the graphics from like a computer in the late 90s to generate the graphics for the game. It looks terrible.
Commodore 64.
Yeah, it does not look appealing at all.
That was
It has blue crystals. I'll give it that.
Yeah. But why not have nice art of periods of time on the different sections of
they
cards?
that
could've-
would have been cool.
Right.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Terrible.
Or second edition.
Right. Well, while you guys were playing that, I was playing Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Bring. Yeah. Tell us about it.
All right. Metal Gear Solid is published by IDW Games, and it is designed by Emerson Matsuchi.
Emerson, awesome guy. He was super cool. We've met and talked to him a bunch of times anyway, but he was, so early on we had stood and he was kind of giving us an explanation of the game. And then later on, he busted it out after hours and we were playing it. So Metal Gear Solid, without trying to spoil a lot of things and go into a massive amount of detail, it's not, I wouldn't call it a dungeon crawl, but it has aspects of it, right? You have a scenario that you set up and you play through it. Most of the actual campaign is playing through the different bosses and such. And then there's also some VR missions that you can play through, like training missions, even though they are kind of difficult.
The VR missions.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're doing some VR missions and I wouldn't call them tutorials. Like in the actual Metal Gear Solid, they are tutorials, but they were so cool that they came out with the VR missions game itself. It's more like that, where there's a puzzle that's going on. You have to figure it out kind of deal. And that's one of the ones we actually played, although he did show us, was it Raven?
Raven.
Yeah. He showed us the Raven fights with the way the boss battles are like a giant puzzle that you have to figure out, which is kind of neat.
Is it a different puzzle each time?
Every character, from my understanding of what he said, it works completely different from each other. So it's like you can't apply like a lot of the same strategies from boss to boss.
But once you figure out the puzzle though, then
there's still
for that
stuff
particular
going
boss.
on, that will change it up. But if it's kind of like a video game. Once you fight the boss, he's going to be easier next time you fight it, but you still have to employ strategy to beat it. It's just that you're not going to do stuff like, I'm going to stand in front of this boss. It's going to machine gun me down, type of deal.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Anyway, the nostalgia is just enormous in this. It is amazing. And, I don't know. Matt, you got other things you want to say about it, I guess?
I mean, like you said, it's, I just he explained it to us the one time, and I kind of looked over your shoulder every now and then, and if you want to flesh out the video game, he did it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And I don't think it's that complicated. Like, so for people who like the video game, they're going to really enjoy this, because it's not super deep. It's not super light, but it's not, it's a good medium weight, probably a little bit lesser than medium. on your turn, you basically just have a character sheet and you have these action tokens and you place them on the different circles on your board to show which actions you do. It's cooperative, obviously, and your team can choose which person goes first, second, third, fourth, whatever, but you have to fully do your turn before it's the next player. So I can't just do one action and you do an action. It's kind of got, the only aspect of Spectre Ops, a lot of people are calling this like Spectre Ops retheme. The only aspect that it pretty much has from that is when your character moves out of the line of sight of the enemy, you're going to put like a little alert token, kinda, without going into actually how that works. But the alert token's there because when the dice are rolled, sometimes the little exclamation point is rolled and they're going to move towards the closest one of those. And so you can distract guards and they'll chase after you, but skip over people down hallways and you can come out and shoot them or whatever. So it's got like some cool ways that it interacts. I mean, I played as Otacon and he doesn't have actually, any kind of attacks. You can't attack with him, but he runs around unlocking doors and hacking terminals and giving bonuses and stuff. So that was pretty neat. And, yeah, I mean, it comes with, I put some pictures on Board Game Geek. If you look under the game and they have the models and the models are phenomenal.
Yep.
They are, I don't have it up right now, but they're really good. I mean, it's like you've got the Metal Gear at the end. You've got the helicopter, which I think is more of like a deluxe thing. I think he said that the helicopter and the something else is going to be a big token unless you buy the deluxe copy or something. I don't know if he was going to be excited about us telling us this part, but I'm going to say it anyway. Basically, if you're playing through the campaign, it's cool because it starts off as single player and you have to like unlock the characters as you play.
Huh.
So, but the way he's kind of,
but it works as a tutorial.
It's kind of a tutorial before you can get extra players to play.
Oh, wow. So, but everyone is at the table while you do this.
No,
you don't
probably
do it yourself.
necessarily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
The game has a campaign book, so you actually have choices that get made and you will change the outcome of the game and
Maybe
stuff.
which characters to unlock first?
Kinda, because unlike the actual Metal Gear Solid game, you don't have to play them in order. You can choose to jump around. I would assume that Metal Gear itself, you have to play last, but I'm just guessing. But you jump around to do each mission or whatever, and it has certain things that happen. And I guess from my understanding is at the end of it, if you let certain things happen during the mission, then you get one outcome. You might unlock weapons and items and stuff. But if you do it a different way, you'll unlock different ones. So it does have like a choose your own adventure-ish kind of approach to it, but it's all thematic to the Metal Gear Solid. Apparently they have, the campaign book has, a comic book style presentation for the story. So you're not like reading, paragraph after paragraph. It's actually comic book style stuff. So in decisions to make and stuff. So looks awesome. Very excited about this. If you even like Metal Gear in the slightest, this is going to be very, very approachable for you.
The figures do look really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They had he told me they had two different sculptors do the player models and the other models. So, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it. I mean,
does it feel like it has a stealth element? Like you were saying, there's a,
well, in the VR mission that we played, yeah, because the whole point of the VR missions is to get through it without alerting everyone. But you can. I think the VR missions in the actual game, like if you get too many alerts, you lost. I mean, pretty much the whole thing about VR missions is to be stealthy. Maybe some of them will actually have guns and stuff. A lot of them were stealth.
Yeah.
In this, you could destroy a lot. In the VR mission we played, you don't actually have weapons. So you have a bunch of melee. Otacon's ability is to unlock the door, or you can kind of rush the door and try to unlock it from there. Through dice rolling and stuff. So it was, you could approach it two different ways. It was pretty neat. We end up losing on a very funny last ditch effort kind of thing. But the actual, we saw the other stuff in the actual gameplay with the weapons and stuff. The weapons work really cool. They have ammunition, but they have, really cool special powers that kind of really put you in the game, I guess. I don't know how else to say that. Like, for instance, Gray Fox could swing his sword around and deflect bullets and stuff. So,
Jedi.
yeah,
He's a Jedi.
Exactly.
He's a Jedi. So I don't know. I think the characters represent it really well. Their special abilities really well. I mean, it is when Emerson told us that he went back and played a lot of the game. Another thing he was saying, and I wouldn't quote this to him because I don't know if it'll make it in the end, but like, when you play the game, you can actually save your progress by putting all the pieces that you have for your different characters in a little memory card box.
Yeah.
That kind of reminiscent of the PlayStation memory card. So
That's cool.
a lot of cool stuff going on. He told us a lot more.
There's boxes.
That was my next question.
Yeah,
Yes.
he said he went through the game and there's like only 3 of the items in the entire game that was not added to the board game.
Cigarettes?
Cigarettes are in it.
there.
Yep. So, and there's even, I won't spoil this part, but there is even certain cards that say stuff that makes no sense until you're actually playing the game. It might say it does this or it disarms this. And you're like, what is that? It doesn't mention it in the rule book at all. And so like during a specific scenario, it might pop up randomly. And you're like, what? And you go do it and you get something cool.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of actual secret type stuff in the game.
Almost like Easter eggs.
Yeah, but more like actual video game secrets
Yes.
because you do it, you actually get rewards for it. You get cool stuff to take with you. So
When you were playing the game, did things come up and you're like, oh, I remember that from the video game?
yeah.
Go open envelope number 11.
Well, it's not like legacy style, I don't think, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Really, really cool. I mean, we probably spent like 2 hours on this thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of information I'm trying to, unpack, but oh man, so good. So
Very
good.
cool.
I'm buying this. I'm gonna paint them all.
Is it coming out like a Kickstarter or straight to retail, or
I
how
think
does
he
it?
sadon't Kickstarter. I don't remember.
Not sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Either
remember
way.
100%.
You're getting it
Either way, look
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
Either way, yeah. If you like Metal Gear at all, this is going to be up your alley. The next game I kind of injected in here, Eric, before you talk about your next ones.
Sure.
We got to demo Team 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to put this on the list. I just thought about it as we were doing the time chase thing. So I caught George off guard. He hasn't looked this one up.
I don't have it.
It's published by Brain Games and it's designed by somebody. If you want to look it up, it's cool.
Okay, I'll do that.
But we just played one card basically. We had 3 people.
And we didn't even do it timed.
Yeah, we didn't do it timed, yeah. But, basically, if you're not familiar with it, one person gets a card. It tells you how to stack all these blocks, and they can't speak, so they have to point. And the next person can't see the card that they're looking at, but has to interpret their pointing and all this stuff and say it out loud to the person who actually has the blocks. And the person who has the blocks has to be blindfolded, essentially, or just keep your eyes shut. And they have to listen to your instructions and build this thing. And then you have to do it within a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
I have the information. There's other publishers, also Abacus Spiel and Hobby Japan, in addition to Brain Games. The designer is Alex Cutler and Matt Fantastic. What a name. Matt Fantastic.
Matt, what did you think about the,
We didn't know that.
what did you think about the, cause you were the one putting the blocks up, right?
Yes.
And it was me, you, was it?
Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
Were you? Oh, Eric, you were there though.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really good. I didn't buy it, but
Yeah. No. We were a really good team.
yeah, we
found that out.
We owned it.
I would say without using time, it's just a matter of time.
You know what, Eric? Whatever. We did good.
You guys did all right. But,
We could probably be a little faster.
yeah, I mean, they did kind of make it a little bit easier on people that were demoing the game. They had something that was pink and something that was black. So
Yeah.
most of those colors and stuff were right around you. Without having that, I think it would be a little bit harder. In a
That
normal
is
setting,
true.
you might not have something pink to like kind of point at. So you have to be a little bit more open to
It's like
interpretation.
every
Yes.
color was either built into the table.
yeah, built
Or
in the
real
table
close.
or on the game itself or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a concern for me for the game, though, is that even if that wasn't the case, after just a few games with the same group, you're going to develop a language. You're going to,
Yeah.
it's
You'd
not
be
hard
like-
to come up with a sign that means pink. And then
Right.
every time it's pink.
Oh, we actually joked about you and Kat playing this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just sign it. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be unfair.
You can't speak, so you just sign it off to the person who can talk.
Right. We'd be so good at this. But even if you aren't a sign language interpreter, you can just make something up,
Sure.
and that's always pink.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then so the longevity, I think, has a bit of a concern there.
I could agree on that.
Yeah.
I mean, but you would just break up the teams and stuff and maybe help that out.
Yeah. Another thing is you can take the Team 3 pink and the Team 3 green and you can put them together. There are cards that require 2 of each.
Oh, okay.
Of the pieces. And so those are harder, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And you could play with those.
Yeah.
If you wanted to buy both both versions of the game.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And each one has a small expansion as well. Like an extra rule.
All right, Eric, let's burn through some of these if you can. Let's talk about Klask. How'd you like that?
Oh, we played, Klask has been around for a while. We played Klask 4, which is a 4-player version of the game.
And that's new, right?
I believe that is new, not even out. I believe, Target is going to have exclusive right to it for at least a little while. So they'll have it there. But much like Klask,
he gives no opportunity.
What? Oh, go ahead, George.
This is getting to be a joke. So the publisher is Merrick Toy, and Compito, and the designer is Mikkel Bertelsen for Klask 4. It was also the same for the regular Klask, but there was like 5 others that were publishers as well of that one.
So in Klask 4, it's kind of really like Klask with 4 players, but if you don't know how to play Klask, you have this kind of elongated pawn with a magnet on the bottom. You're going to have a handle with a magnet on the top, and you're on the bottom of this wooden board, and you're moving it around. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to move around your pawn to hit this ball into the goals of the other 3 players. That's one way that you take life away from them. I believe everybody starts off with like 5 life.
And it's player elimination. Garbage. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's not actually elimination. As soon as someone has lost their last life, the people or the person or the people with the most life left wins the game. That's kind of how it's set up. So you lose a life.
Tiebreaker, or is it just share victory?
No, share victory. So that's actually...
Oh yeah, don't take him out. Don't take him out. I gotta lose one more life.
Right. That is actually played into the game where you're like, okay, I don't want to win right now because someone else is tied with me. You know, if you don't want to share that victory, you can try to take a life from certain people. But in this game, if you lose control of your pawn, it flops off somewhere, you lose a life. If your pawn ends up going into your goal area, you lose a life. There's also these magnets. There's these white magnets throughout the board. If you ever attract and get 2 of those white magnets on your pawn, then you lose a life as well. And then, of course, if the ball goes into your goal, you lose a life. So you continue doing this until one person loses all their life. Like I said, whoever has the most life left wins the game. But I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed Klask as well, but 4-player Klask is the way to go.
Think it's cooler?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
More people. You could do it if you really wanted to. You can do 2 1-on-1, just playing 2 different ones.
Yeah.
And one guy was going to do that.
It's definitely going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this might be one I would be interested in picking up. The only reason I didn't want to pick up Klask is because it's a kind of expensive game.
Yeah, you can.
But it's only 2 players.
Kind of get it on sale for like $30 usually, but.
Oh, that's actually not bad. I thought it was like $70.
I think retail's $60.
Huh.
The
4-player retail is about $70.
I bought Crossfire. I'm good.
Right. Yeah.
I have Waykick.
Is it kind of same?
No, it's like $250.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So tell us about this zombie hand game, Eric, that you know nothing about the name.
And I know nothing about it, so don't look at me.
All right. So I'm not sure if it was Hasbro or whoever else.
Probably
Mattel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this zombie hand game.
It wasn't Ravensburger, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
So in this game, what you're trying to do is you're trying to unlock 3 different doors. And these doors are a couple different colors. And you're trying to gather keys of the same color. And you have 2 choices on your turn. You can grab cards from the zombie hand. If you do so, you can grab 2 cards. However, it has a chance to grab your hand, which will not only you lose all the keys that you got that round, you also get an additional door. Or you can play it safe and draw 1 from the pile, and then you're done. Unless one of these keys have a zombie hand. Whenever it has a zombie hand, you have to draw 1 card at least from the zombie hand. So overall, yeah, don't pick up this game. It was really bad.
It's like very gimmicky.
It was, and it could go on forever and ever because, you know, if you ever drew from the zombie hand and you got caught, you added another door, and you had to get 2 keys of the same color at the same time, of course, to unlock any of these doors, and you can only keep 3 keys. And there's at least 3 different colors.
You think it would be fun with kids? Or is it?
I played it with my kid. I guess she liked it just fine. But
kids aren't.
They're
really
not picky.
They're not big into zombies.
Yeah. But she's also not big into zombies. But
some kids are, I guess.
I guess she had an okay time with it, but I wouldn't really recommend it.
All right, well, tell us about Misty then.
Misty is one game I could recommend.
Misty is by Helvetic, published by Helvetic, and Mandu Games and Popcorn Games, and it is designed by Florian Fay.
So it comes in a really, really tiny box. You can put it in your pocket, take it anywhere you like. It is it's a drafting game. The theme on it is you're drawing these pictures on Misty windows.
It's charming.
Yes. So I believe it's 3 rounds, 6 cards each, where you're drafting these cards. And then what you're trying to do is make a grid, a 4x3 grid, either left or right, going along. So whenever you draft a card, it always has to be next to a card that you already put down. And in these cards, there's going to be like rockets that are pointed up, or there might be something that's pointed down, parachutes pointed down, things that are left and right. But what you're trying to do is at the end, once you fill your whole grid, is anything that moves will move. So you
shoot it. Oh, sorry.
No.
It's usually
So if there's a rocket and you put it on your lower level for whatever reason, it's going to move up and cover up the card on top. Anytime a card is, let me go on scoring real quick. For every card that you have left over on your grid, you're going to get 1 point. There's a flower that is the most beautiful thing, so it's worth 2 points. Except there's a monster that eats flowers. So in essence, you get to kind of dictate in which order things move around once your grid is completed at the end of the game.
Okay, that's cool.
So if you have a monster, you might have a way to cover up that monster.
Yeah. It gives you a strategy.
Or he's going to eat one of your flowers.
Just shoot him with a rocket.
Yeah. So you can shoot him with a rocket. Or you put the rocket on top and it's just going to leave the playing field and not cover up another card. You lost that 1 point, but it doesn't cover up another card that you lose 2 points.
Oh, I think it should go across and hit someone else's card.
Or yeah. So anyway, it's pretty light, but it was pretty fun for a little filler light game that you can take anywhere.
It sounds really nice.
Yeah.
What about Kawaii?
Kawaii, this game is in the same kind of little blocks.
Which means cute.
Cute.
In Japanese.
Yes. And George is going to tell us about the publisher.
I am. The publisher for this one is Helvetic, again. Mm-hmm. The designer is Marc-Antoine Hoffman and Ishmael Perrin.
Was the zombie game in the same booth?
No. The zombie game, this is, I believe these 2 games were in the Asmodee booth.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Oh, there's no art.
Oh, there's art.
For a Kawaii game, it should have some cute art.
Is it cute art?
I think if you're looking on it on Board Game Geek, mm-hmm. there is a listing for this game I'm talking about. I think it says 2019. I think there's another Kawaii game.
Oh,
that's released previously.
Well, tell us about the game.
But I'm going to tell you about the game here. So it is we didn't really play it real fast. I had my daughter with me.
So you played it long?
No, it wasn't a very long game. But anyway, so on your turn, what you're trying to do is let me start from the beginning. You used
a double negative. I was just being funny.
There's another one called Poop Kawaii.
Oh, not that one. That's a different game.
Cute poop.
Poop cute. Get it right.
Whatevs.
Anyway, so
in Japanese they say the name.
No,
last name, first name.
So at the beginning of the game, what you're going to do, it is themed on ice cream. So ice cream flavors and like the waffle flavors. So at the beginning of the game, you're going to get 1 random ice cream flavor and 1 random waffle flavor. And you're trying to gather up those 2 things. If you have a card that has both of them, you're going to get 2 points. If not, you're going to get 1 point each. So what you're trying to do is you're going turn by turn. Everybody is going to flip out a card in front of them. If they have a card already, they're going to flip out a second and third card or whatnot and add to that pile. At any time, you can yell out Kawaii. Whatever this
Kawaii.
is. Kawaii, yes. So you can do that. You start off with like 2 or 3 hearts. They're worth 1 point at the end of the game, but you can buy those cards in front of anybody at any time you want. So they have something that's interesting to you, you buy it, and you give them one of your hearts. So it just keeps on going around. Obviously, if you used all your hearts, then you can't buy from anybody else. You can also buy from yourself at any time by paying yourself a heart. So it's cute. It wasn't as good as Misty, but it was all right.
There is no art. Couldn't find art.
Oh, it's on there.
Okay. Well,
I'll believe.
I'm sure there's art on the game, but couldn't find it.
All right, let's bum rush through the rest of these, Eric. Tell us about Patchwork Doodle.
Patchwork Doodle. That's by Lookout Games, and its designer's Uwe Rosenberg.
Yeah. So much like Patchwork, you're kind of doing the same thing. You have a grid that you're trying to put these Tetris pieces on. It is a roll and write game where you're going to roll dice. You're going to move this pawn around, and everybody is using the same pieces to put into your patchwork. This game is played into 3 rounds. You put out a certain number of pieces. Once that goes down to 2 pieces left, you do a scoring round. So how a scoring works on this is basically you're trying to make the biggest square, whether that be like a 4x4 or 5x5 or whatnot. So on a 5x5 during a scoring round, you're going to get 25 points. And then on top of that, if it's like a 5x6, you're going to get 1 more point. Or 5x7, you're going to get 2 more points. So anyway, basically you do that 3 times. You do have 3 special abilities that you can use during your turn. One being that you can color in one box. Another ability lets you chop any piece any way you like. You know, so if it was a Z, you can kind of chop that top off, make it an L or whatnot. And then your last ability is that you can choose to use, instead of the piece that you're supposed to use, you can use the piece to the left or the right. And then you have one special ability that you can reuse one of those 3 previous abilities. But, yeah, that's the game. You do like 3 scoring rounds, like I said, and that's the game. I liked it a lot, so pick that one up.
Yeah, I saw that one. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks pretty fast. What, 30 minutes?
Oh, it was pretty fast, yeah. I would say 30 minutes.
Cool. All right, Zombicide Invader. Eric's got all the games at this point.
It's published by Come On.
Yep.
And its
Cool
designer is Raphael Guiton, Jean-Baptiste Lulien, and Nicolas Raoult.
So Zombicide.
Yeah, Zombicide,
Next
which
game.
I played which I played Zombicide, not Zombicide, Black Plague, but, I played enough Zombicide now to...
I think everyone has.
I've played enough as well.
yeah. But, Black Plague is actually not that much different
Cool,
from Zombicide. But this is just a kind of a re-theme. You're Space Marines, in the same...
Is there anything different?
It's on
Not that
Tabaru.
I've really seen.
No, not that one. Is it Invaders? No, I think that's a different
Oh,
one.
you're right. That's not this one.
Yeah, I think Invaders is just an actual Zombicide game, and then the Tabaru game is
Oh, yeah, it's the Tabaru.
Zombicide something else. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing in our scenario anyway is we got to, or somebody got to use this automated, not really automated, I guess, because I would say it does itself, but
Evolution.
this turret.
Zombicide Evolution.
And then on your turn, you can use this turret. But otherwise, same game as Zombicide Black Plague.
Sounds like a reason to buy 15 copies of all of them.
Yeah.
What about Song of Ice and Fire? Eric actually played, his second miniature game at this point?
Well, I think I played others, but yeah, this is I guess it's an army-based miniature game.
I'm talking like hobby, like paint
hobby.
miniatures and stuff kind of deal.
Maybe so.
Play
yeah.
War Machine. Oh, no, you played Arena Rex with me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I put them all together.
Yeah.
Well, this one is also published by Come On, and it's by Eric M. Lang and Michael Scheinel.
Yeah, I didn't mind this one. So I played the Free Folk, and I was against Starks. I was the underdog, and I still ended up winning. So that was pretty cool.
That means the game's balanced, but
yeah. So
how was you the underdog? Was it like a demo, and you started off?
The Free Folk were an underdog in the demo play because their armies are a little bit weaker. They usually get more armies.
I see what you're saying. Like point cost wise, they get more guys. You just didn't have as many
right
for this. Okay.
Did you have giants?
I did have a giant, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, the giant, the more he got attacked or more damage he got inflicted on, he would enrage and do more damage. So I got to use my giant to kind of bash up on some Starks.
So you've played War Machine, where each model moves independently with a ruler. This one is a tray-based system where you have guys on a tray,
right?
And they move. You don't use a ruler, do you? Or do you use a predefined, like you can move red or blue?
No, there was a ruler.
Is there a ruler?
And so you moves like, this army moves 6 inches. So you put a ruler out and you move them up 6 inches.
So being fresh in this, what's your take on the movement trays? I hate them.
I didn't actually mind them. It gives you this kind of like hit points on a specific army instead of having one guy there, taking hit points. Your men are hit points basically. Right. I mean, they do diminish in value on how well they can attack and all that. So
right, that's a pretty common thing with those movement tray games, but I always felt like they're restrictive because usually you have to move in a very specific
because they're like
way.
Battalions or phalanxes or whatever, so they kind of they're kind of bulky.
Yeah,
kind of meaning
when you turn, you have to turn 1 inch at a time kind of deal, or does it have a turning template?
How we played anyway is when you turned however you wanted.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I bet it's probably different in the actual game because you can game that pretty heavily. You can just shift to the left and now like your other end just moves 6 inches forward and touched somebody else's template.
I'm not sure on the exact rolling on that, but that's how we played the demo.
Gotcha. All right, well, go ahead.
Real quick too. So on this game as well, you did have some miniatures that were
off the battlefield.
Well, off the battlefield, and then you also had like the giant that was his own miniature and not part of army. But you had one that was off the battlefield that you can use to use these special actions, gain additional tactic cards or make an additional attack and etc.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Did they have the iron thrown off to the side? Because I've seen it in some of the pictures.
I didn't see that.
Gotcha. Well, one game that we, Matt, you and I played this. I played it another time too with Sierra, but it's Drop It. This is one of those gimmick games you look at, you're like, meh. Tell us about it.
Okay, this is published by Cosmos, and the designer is Bernhard Locke and Uwe Rapp.
So Drop It's a game that basically you have like different shapes. You have a square, circle, triangle, and a diamond, and you're dropping them into this 3D standing thing, and it's flat. So when you drop a piece, it lands flat on top of another piece, but it can shift obviously because if you drop a circle onto something, it might roll and etc. And the only two rules is you're going to get points based on what level it is. So the higher it is basically, but you don't score points if you drop a piece that touches the same color of as another piece. Like yellow can't touch another yellow. Also the edges of the environment have colors as well. So you can't touch those. You also don't score points if you drop the same shape on another same shape. So I can't drop a square on a square. And that's literally all the rules. Otherwise you drop it and you're going to get points based on the level that it's at. Also there's all like little bonus points that if you barely cover, you'll get points for those as well. Matt, what'd you think about this?
Oh, this game was fun.
Yeah, this is
like
viable.
you said, it looks gimmicky, but it uses strategy.
So
I like this game a lot.
I'm buying it.
Oh yeah?
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like one of those games that you're like shove off to the side, like meh, snob nose at it. Like
right.
What gimmicky stuff is
Drop
this? Zombie hands. No. So like, but man, it's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. I cannot stress how interesting it is because like, oh, I'll drop it on there. The whole thing just moves and you're like, well, I didn't expect that. But you can play some of that to your advantage because you're like, I'm going to drop it in and try to get this triangle to fit within these two diamonds. Yeah. And but then it doesn't and it moves it away. And then now you've just set up your opponent for a good spot. And some of the strategy at least in a 2-player game, because you can play it 4. Each player in a 2-player game gets 2 colors, the whole sets of both colors. And kind of, you have to pay attention where your stuff is. Otherwise you put yourself out of position. Because I can't drop blues over here. And I can't drop greens over here. But if I drop a green over where the blue is, now the sides are also green. So it's like, oh man, I didn't pay that much attention. And you kind of make the whole battlefield against you.
Yep.
So it's really, really fun game. I highly recommend it.
This is one that took the basic game, which was Batik, and the only thing in that game was you drop pieces, and whoever breaks the top pane, the top line of the two panes, by going outside of that, then that person loses. That's it.
Oh, really?
So this takes that and puts a strategy to it.
It's like a Tetris where you're trying to make the last person break the top.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is way cooler. Because I've seen Batik and it's basically exactly the same looking, but the rule set for this sound much better.
This makes it more of a game, yeah.
Yeah. And real quick before we move on to the next game, I did play Ingenious, which is an old Reiner Knizia game.
I have that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it? Good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, next game is Cobra Paw, which I guess isn't really a Gen Con release, but we played it.
And it is published by Bananagrams, Game Factory, and Magellan, and it is designed by Derek Weston.
What year does it say?
2017.
Oh, it's kind of new. It's kind of garbage. Ah! Matt, tell us about your feelings.
Well, I didn't even play it. I think I was supposed to start playing it, but I just gave up after I was not quick enough to play this game. It seemed fun for the first couple rounds, but then
it was also like what 2, and you were also
yeah, I was about done. But it seemed like it was kind of fun for the first part, but then like once all the dominoes were distributed to everybody, it was pretty much just like see who has it. But obviously that person most of the time knew they had it, so they just protected it. And it got really lame for a long time.
I mean, there's 2 dice. It has 6 symbols on each die. There's 36 combinations. You have 36 dominoes. So you roll the dice. Whatever 2 symbols come up, you try to grab that piece from the middle and slide it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a speed game.
It's a speed game.
Yeah.
If the piece is in front of somebody else, you have to grab it from them, slide it to you. But if they put their finger on it, they protect it. And so what happens is it's kind of neat. It's kind of a fun game until all the pieces in the middle, like you said, are gone. And then it becomes or not all of them, but there's a couple left, usually doubles or something.
Right,
You're just waiting for it to be rolled, or you're waiting for it to be rolled. You're waiting for it to be rolled. Then you get so tired of waiting that you don't realize that it's your symbol, and then people try to invade your space. And you get water spilt all over you. And so like, it was interesting. I think it's like the first to collect 6 pieces. It would almost be better if it was first to collect 4 with 5 players. I think we had 5. Yeah, we had 5.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't know. I think 4 would be great. 6 is too many.
It turns into a turtle game.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
And we might have kind of played it wrong in that aspect as well. You know, we had our own pieces kind of towards us whereas, you know, if you had those pieces closer to the middle where everybody had a better chance to get it. That might change the game. I would also say that you use your pointer finger and you're supposed to jab this little divot in the middle. And after playing the game, my finger hurt for like 2 days.
I just think that if you play with 4, first person to grab 4, more or less that everyone would be getting points from the middle with very little stealing. Mm-hmm. The stealing was okay. It just got really tedious in the end when there's not a lot of pieces. So everything being rolled was already claimed. Mm-hmm. And so if you played the game, or even like with 3, you know, if you had a lot of players, then most of your stuff would come from the middle. But every once in a while, it would be like, oh, it rolled a piece I have, you know, and then it would be interesting. But make the stealing like a secondary thing to the game, and it almost comes into being primary halfway through the game. Mm-hmm. So,
Eric, with your finger hurting from jabbing the pieces, I think you just need to get more into the theme of it.
You need to practice.
You need to get the sand, you know, the kung fu sand, and like drive your finger into it over and over.
Toughen it up.
Yeah.
We come over to Eric's. He's just training to play Cobra Paw by beating his side of his brick house.
Am I missing some kind of a pun or something? Cobra Paw? Is that a thing?
I don't know. It has a cat.
It has a
ninja cat in the front.
It's a ninja cat,
of the box.
Cobra Kai or something.
Cobra Kai, yeah. No mercy in this house. Or no mercy in this dojo. Sorry. I said house.
Eric, tell us about Dragon Gyas. Gyas.
So Dragon Gyas is it's not out yet. But
was it on Board Game Geek?
Tell you a little bit about.
I'm not going to tell you anything
nothing.
about it. Nothing.
George is going to say nothing.
They had a really sweet statue at the CMON booth.
Yeah. So on this game, it's kind of unique. It's the first time I've kind of experienced this kind of a play. But basically, you have a giant dragon and a giant robot, and you're playing as one of those as your main character. And it's a miniature game where you're moving around these hexes or hexagonals, stop signs. And what you're trying to do is if you're the dragons, you're trying to take out their big robot, or if you're the robot, you're trying to take out the big dragon.
Godzilla versus Mechazilla.
Basically. So they are the only two that at the beginning really can hurt each other. Other than that, so you're at the beginning of the game, you're going to play a card for initiative and who can move. So you're going to have movement cards, you're going to have attack cards, you're going to have some special cards. Anyways. So, other than that, you have a lot of these little bitty army guys, and they do, a couple of different things. So you have one guy that can, he's kind of a scout. He's going to move around and he's trying to find a soft spot on one of these giants. And if he's able to find one, then you have other guys that can hit that soft spot or that weak spot. So now you can incorporate, these guys that can at least do 1 damage to kind of soften them up. And then you have other guys that can heal your small guys. You have other guys that can bring them back to life. But otherwise, you're playing a game of your 2 giants are battling it out, and your little armies are kind of battling it out as well, secondary. So it was interesting. I'm not sure if I would pick it up, but it was different.
Does it look expensive?
It kind of does because you got these big miniatures, and then you have a miniature armor as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the case, and I'm like, wow, that looks really cool. But it doesn't sound like it's a 1-on-1 game, or is it?
It is a 1-on-1.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That's interesting. They didn't really. I don't know. They didn't really talk about this one that much. They had a big demon-looking statue with a QR code.
Right.
It's the only reason I know the name.
Yeah.
Well, what about Cthulhu Death May Die?
Oh, this one was kind of interesting.
Did you get to use the 3-foot statue miniature?
That's what I was going to say. But George is going to tell us about it a little bit.
Just quickly, it's Come On again, and it has it's the designer duo of Rob Davio and Eric Lang.
Sweet.
Cool. Eric Lang on all their stuff.
Yeah, well,
anyway,
it makes sense anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have $150 statue that you can buy, or it's not a miniature, it's a megature.
It's called a megature?
No, I don't know. I made it up.
I got excited, Eric.
Yeah, it probably is.
We're going to call it megature.
It's big. It's as big as a toddler, or maybe bigger than a toddler.
It's like a small child.
A small child, yeah. So
anyway. It was
anyway,
painted too. It was really nice.
So I don't know if they had it this year, but they did have it.
They had one. It was next to the Tibaru.
Okay.
I thought you got to play with it.
No, I got to play the game, test the game, but not play with the big miniature.
Oh.
Actually, they get a lot of flack from that because, for one, it was $150, so a lot of people were mad that
but it's like an optional boss. It's like the final boss. I think you play different bosses for the game.
Yeah, so all the scenarios in the game are supposed to be kind of one-off scenarios. They're not. It's not a campaign. It's not. I don't think it's really meant for a campaign. But this big Cthulhu figure they touted it as your final mission end game kind of scenario. So a lot of people were really mad that you had to pay $150 to get the final completion of your of your scenarios.
It's good marketing,
game. Right?
But they didn't include the scenario and play it with like a template.
Not that I know about.
Oh, okay.
So if you look at the comments online, a lot of flack from it. A lot of people going on Board Game Geek and giving it 1s. A lot of people going on there and giving it 10s to counter the 1s.
That's pretty much most board games, but yeah.
So, yeah, for whatever reason, I don't like this game, or I think it's giving too much praise, or it's too much, or whatever. So people are kind of not using that how it's meant to be used.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, it's not, I don't think it's out to backers yet. It could be, I don't know.
The Megature?
Oh, the Megature is, because I've seen people get it, but
the actual game's not? So you could buy the thing, but you couldn't buy the game?
Maybe it is, I don't know. There was a lot of reviews.
I think it's been out.
Okay. So I'm guessing if they got the Megature, then they got the game as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're going in and you're investigators, you're trying to stop the the great ones, the elder gods, from coming out and doing bad things. No, it wasn't too bad. I don't think the whole game was really explained to us. We just played, part of a scenario kind of thing. But you get to run around, you do roll dice, and you get to re-roll dice by taking like insanity. But I don't think they really told us like what happens if you go insane and whatnot. So no, it wasn't too bad. I don't think it was a great game, but it was entertaining.
Well, cool. Even though George didn't go to Gen Con, he did play 2 Gen Con releases, I believe. I did. I get to talk.
Yay.
I played Horrified, which is a game by Ravensburger Spieleverlag and designed by Prospero Hall. And this is a game where the easiest way to describe it, it's like Pandemic with Universal monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got Dracula,
Frankenstein,
Wolfman, Frankenstein. Yeah, all these.
That's cool.
It's got 6 monsters, but really 7 because Frankenstein comes with the bride.
Mm-hmm.
And you have characters that you put on the board like Pandemic, and then you run around. And it's a pick up and deliver, really, because there are all these items that come out on the board in various places. And you have to grab these items and then do various things with them to defeat the monsters. So each monster has a different way that you have to defeat it.
Mm.
So Dracula, you have to go to the 4 corners of the board, essentially, and bring red items there in sufficient number to smash his coffins. And then you have the Wolfman, where you have to take blue items, which are research kind of items, to a lab and find the antidote to what is causing to his lycanthropy.
Mm-hmm.
And then so each monster has this very different thing, but in essence, it's still pick up and deliver all of these different things.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're doing that, you're using a deck of cards, and the deck of cards moves the monsters around on the map. And if the monsters come to you, and they'll move through the cards, and they will do special actions through the cards if it's their card that gets turned over, one of the monsters that you're taking on, because in the game you take on from 2 to 4 monsters at a time. And Kat and I played it a couple times, and we had 3 monsters, and we lost both times. This is not an easy game.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, that is a very good thing.
Were you actually horrified?
Yeah, we were horrified at how badly.
Badly lost.
We came kind of close. But it was, Kat was getting frustrated because in both of our games, we had different monsters, but in both of the games, there was a monster that was just relentlessly attracted to her character. And so just kept chasing her around the board, attacking her.
Nice.
In one, it was the Wolfman, and in another, she had like the mark of the wolf on her or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, it was the mummy. And so the mummy had, I don't know, the mark of the mummy. I don't know. For some reason, the mummy chased her around too. And, anyway, so you go around, and these cards tell you what the monsters do, and there's dice involved. So, which makes it fun because when the monsters move based on the number on the card, but they also roll dice to attack if they manage to get into your space, but they still roll the dice even if they haven't caught up to you, because on the die, there's a exclamation mark symbol, and that'll make the monster do its special ability.
Metal Gear.
Exactly. So it'll do whatever its special power is. And, that can really scupper your plans if it's something that you didn't want to have happen. And, so in addition to doing those things, the cards will cause the villagers to come out on the board, which is almost never a good thing, because if they get hunted and attacked by the monsters, which they will, then that's what moves the track for you to lose the game. When they get taken out. And the monsters also move the track if they take you out, but you can defend yourself by giving up items. So if you're carrying some things, you can just, lose those things. They're broken in the fight or whatever, but you survive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always tight. It's very easy rule set. Each of the monsters, is very understandable. The board is very clear. The monster figures are really nicely done. I just think it's a really good game, and I'd prefer it to Pandemic. Honestly, I think it would be good. It would be good for a family weight sort of game. I put it sort of in the same category as Witch of Salem, and trying to think of another one. There's another one, but it's escaped my mind. But it's a very good co-op game. I really think it's one of the games of the year so far.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
And they priced it pretty reasonable too. I think retail is like $35.
Yeah, about that. I got that. I think it was 37 with tax. So
that's not bad.
From Target.
No. Right.
Huh.
And
so in the days now where a lot of games are reaching up to $80, $90, $100.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this is a nice production, and it's reasonably priced. And before we played, Kat and I watched the movie Abbott and Costello versus Frankenstein, which has Frankenstein and the Wolfman and Dracula in it. So then we took those monsters on, and when we were playing the game, we didn't even realize this at first, but one of the villagers came out, and it was a couple of characters, and it was Wilbur and Chick from that movie.
Oh,
that's cool.
It was a pretty cool moment. Yeah, it's really good.
Monster Squad would have been a better one to watch, but
Yeah. Well,
next time.
this isn't Monster
It
Squad.
has all the Universal monsters in it. So
Yeah, some people are saying that they should retheme it Monster Squad.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I like the older movies though.
All right, well, you got one more Meeple Party.
I do. I also got Meeple Party, which now I have to find on my phone because it is published by Ninth Level Games, and its designer is Heather O'Neill. And sorry, Heather, I haven't liked any of your other stuff or Ninth Level Games other stuff, but this one I really do like. And it was a Kickstarter game that has a very silly theme to it. But I like the look of it. It's really bright and cheerful. You're a bunch of Meeple roommates having a party. And so in the game, you have a clock that you decide how long your party is going to go. And it's either going to be 6 or 9 or 12 hours, depending on what kind of party you're having, I guess. And so you have your roommates in your house diagram, and you can make the house in various configurations. It's modular, and certain configurations are harder than others because, if you have a long, narrow house, it'll be much harder than if you have a sort of square house. But there's cards that tell you the disasters that you have to avoid during the party. So there are certain things that it'll just say during your party, don't let a debate start. And if a debate, and on the card it has a picture and it's like blue meeples and green meeples in the same room.
No.
You can't leave blue and green in the same room. And the whole mechanism of the game is you're drawing meeples out of a bag as guests arrive at your party, and you can put them into any room in your house. But when you do, they perform their action based on the color of the meeple. So there's 5 colors of meeples, and so the pink meeples are flirtatious people. And when you put them into your party, they draw a meeple from an adjacent room toward them. And blue meeples are cool people. And when you put them in, they draw 2 people from adjacent rooms because they're cool guys. People want to hang out with them. And green ones are the jerks. They send someone 2 spaces away because they're really jerks.
jerky.
Yeah. And yellow is a wallflower. They're just people don't want to hang out with them, so they just go one person one away from them. And then there's purple, which is the like the wild and crazy guys, and they will draw someone from 2 rooms away to them just to see what crazy thing they're doing. And so you draw one out of the bag and you put it down, and then you have something happen and move people around in the house that way. But then you mingle someone by moving someone one room to another room, and whichever person or color you move, that effect happens as well. So you get 2 opportunities to make things happen.
Change things around.
Yeah. But you have to watch out for the disasters, and everybody has a disaster card as well. So there's one that's sort of universal for everybody, and then everyone has one, and you have to remember what everyone's disaster would be. At least that's the way I play. I play face down. So because, you start the party out and the roommates get together and they're like, hey man, don't let these 2 get together or whatever.
Right.
But then you forget that once the party starts, and so you don't get to look at it again, I say. Anyway, if the disaster happens, then all the roommates take a stress, and you take 3 stress and you've lost the game. If everyone has 3 stress or more. And so what you're doing in order to advance the clock, you have to go around in the party and take selfies. And there are these cards. You take these cards and you get 2 cards and they show you what selfies you're looking to take. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to set those situations up. And if you make that thing happen, you know, like one purple guy outside who, you know, is doing something crazy and like 5 guys in a room watching him do it, you know, then you take that selfie and you can advance the clock. And so you're trying to set this up, but as you're doing that, you're going to reach situations where you can't do that without causing disasters as well. And it's just a really incredibly fun puzzle. And each of the selfies that you're trying to set up and the disasters that you're avoiding, there's so much theme to the game because they're all things that can happen at parties, and they're all just really well illustrated and just very funny.
That's cool.
So I really enjoyed it.
We'll have to try that one out then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should play it.
All right, well, I guess that's wrapped up all the games that we played in Gen Con. I'm like really tired now.
Yeah.
Me too, and I didn't even go.
Yeah. I'm really beat up from Gen Con, carrying all kinds of heavy bags and stuff. My wrist still hurts pretty bad. Like all day long, or all week long, it's just been, oh man, I can just feel it.
Did you have like those great big bags from IKEA or something?
Well, that or like our luggage or the different games from the math trade because I didn't bring a cart like everyone else did apparently.
That's the thing now.
Yeah, so it took a lot of pressure on because I can't carry it with my right arm because of my elbow and stuff. So I carry my left hand, and it was just, you know, a lot of pressure to carry around all day. Even though we were attached, I mean, I took stuff back and forth a lot, but then you carry a lot of stuff too. So
yeah,
but yeah. Hopefully we do well on the lottery next year.
Yes.
And get an attached hotel because that was phenomenal.
Probably my second favorite year.
What was the first favorite?
Actually, this would probably be my best favorite year. The second one was when we were just right across the street from it.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't attached. It was that old timey one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being close. Stumble Home. Yeah. It's a lot better.
Stumble Home. Yeah, it was really fun.
Now we got scooters.
There's scooters.
Yeah,
that's right.
Scooters, Gwar, games. I mean, this was like trifecta of awesome.
Yeah.
So
tremendous.
Great year.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
Nope, not from me.
Nope. Matt?
All good.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. So we want to thank you for tuning in to episode 80 of the MeepleCore podcast. This episode was recorded on August 8th, 2019. Please send us your questions, comments, and concerns, I guess, to MeepleCore@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff at MeepleCore. Check out the video versions on YouTube/MeepleCore. And until next time, this is Tim Jennette, the Middle Meeple.
Matt RoBear.
Eric Ledford.
George Breden.
Keep on rocking and rolling dice.